This is the Big Chillin Podcast. Welcome back to another episode of the Big Chillin Podcast.
Back to the grind.
Yeah, recently I don't know what happened, but I saw a woman who looked like Ogre Fiona.
Ogre Fiona from
Yeah, it
Shrek?
freaked me out.
Not regular Fiona? Where was
No,
this?
Ogre Fiona. This was where we just were.
Oh, yeah. All right. So that's a great segue into where we just were. We spent
Yeah.
a good, week or 4-something days. Went up to the south of North Carolina.
Yeah, went up into the upper south.
Upper south from the
yeah.
lower south, which is also not as south
Upper south.
as the upper south.
Well, there's mountain rednecks there, I've noticed. It's fascinating.
And then we have the Florida ones here.
Yeah, we have the
You know what?
flatland rednecks.
Ones up there are nicer.
Yeah, they're a little bit less confrontational and
No, but, like,
starey and dirty.
Generally, the people were nice. I'm not going to say they're all rednecks or whatever, but everybody is super nice in all these places that we go. Whenever
Yeah.
we go hiking, or we're up on a mountain, all the people are cool.
Good
met some
customer
other ones
service
from
skills.
Orlando as well, or from Florida, wearing flip-flops on a mountain.
Yeah, that was cool.
Going
We saw
up
a
the
guy
thing.
hiking. It was like a 1.5. It was not really a crazy trail, 1.5 mile or whatever. And the guy
It
was
was like the elevation that made it
Yeah.
ridiculous and the rocks.
yeah, rocks, a lot of rocks.
I would know. We kind of overdid it a couple of times, hiking boots and things. I guess the people that live there just go up there in shoes and
Yeah, they don't care. They
Stuff.
got shorts on.
I don't want to
mean,
get sunburned. I don't know what I'm dealing with,
Yeah,
So,
I have contact dermatitis, or I get
Oh.
contact dermatitis, which is poison ivy, basically.
oh, okay.
I'm
okay.
allergic
Yeah, we
to
were
it.
really looking out for poison ivy.
Yeah.
That's why I wore long sleeves and
Yep.
long pants
And
and stuff.
boots with
Boots
ankle
for sure.
support.
Boots with the fur,
Yeah.
apple bottom jeans
Yes, that's what I saw.
That was
I
my,
don't think we didn't see that.
outfit.
Yeah.
But we saw some bear poop. That was a little scary.
It could have been bear.
Had
Yeah.
the bear spray apparently in the package the entire time for like a lot of the
Yeah,
hiking.
that
So
was-
in the instance of an attack, we would have had to somehow get it out of this hard plastic packaging.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
We'd have to get out one of our knives, get that off of there,
Yeah.
rip the thing out of the casing, and then take the
Yep.
zip tie off,
Yeah,
then take off the safety, and then be able to ward off a bear.
Yep. So,
So-
you got to make sure to have someone distract the bear.
Real recipe for
you know-
success there. One of us is getting mauled, the other two attack.
Yeah, you got to use rodeo clown tactics to distract the bear from the person trying to open the thing.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it was a lot of effort to open that thing. I was like, oh man, this is so two whole trails we've hiked with bear spray in a package. But a lot of people are around, so it's not
Yeah.
really like a bear's just gonna randomly run up on you and maul you. Especially not a black one.
Oh yeah.
A black one. Yeah,
A black one?
Yeah, it's better than a brown.
I
one.
would just say black bear.
It's more peaceful than a brown
It's
one,
just-
honestly.
That's funny. Yeah, the black bears, they say you're supposed to just make angry or something. I don't know.
Yeah, you just get really huge.
I get on your shoulders,
See,
Dad
that's
gets on my
horrible
shoulders.
already. I
We
don't
form
agree with
a
that.
3-person
Why-
human transformer, and the bear
Yeah.
gets incredibly scary because we're all making noise.
But
3
we're
heads.
tall.
Yeah,
But you don't want to be wide, like a big ass.
we're
like,
gonna have our arms out and everything too. It's gonna be insane.
Yeah, but
picture that.
like, what if it was a
Picture it
larger
in your head.
mass with, just arms
Well,
everywhere
here's what we can do.
and legs?
We
and
form
just,
the
like,
base.
Put our legs
If,
out.
if this is basically cheerleading now, we form the base. Me and you
Yeah.
on the bottom. Dad is on
It's the
both of
pyramid.
our shoulders, and it's more of a triangle type thing. That way we have the width and the height.
Yeah.
So does that satisfy the
No, I don't think that-
criteria for the bear?
Yeah, it's a lot of effort to like.
Well, we would have had to do that because the bear spray would have been more effort to get out of.
Yeah,
the
that's a
thing.
good point. Yep.
I mean,
But
then
yeah,
you
no
run
bears.
towards it while we're combined into whatever that is, a Voltron, a Gotron.
Gotron. Oh my God, Gotron ferrets. Is
Well-
Rick and Morty? I don't know. I mean, that was a pretty fun ass episode. I like Gotron.
That was pretty
ferrets.
good.
The other
Pretty
one
good.
we watched
This season
before
so
that,
far, have we thought it's as good as the previous ones?
I
it's
don't
pretty
know.
funny,
Even
but-
being critical of them working so hard is like. I don't know.
Oh,
man,
you
it's
finally get to
good.
release
Yeah.
a show every year now?
Yeah.
10 episodes, huh?
Ugh.
Pretty cool. Yeah.
Looking for
But let's
Adult
focus
Swim.
on the north. What else happened in North Carolina? We saw the mushrooms,
Yeah, we
salamanders.
Yeah,
I was
we
just
saw-
really happy to go to a different place like a lush green forest
Yeah.
that we'd never been to with all kinds of wildlife we've never seen. It's always fun.
Yeah, it was pretty great. The people sounded hilarious.
There's a
Their
couple of different
accents.
accents. You have we're closer to the Tennessee side, and I noticed that the Tennessee one is more of an A
It's pretty
or an
hilarious.
E.
Thank you.
Thank ye.
Thank you. How you doing?
Oh my god.
Andrew would be
Andrew,
it's
yeah.
it's more of an E. It depends. Like on an O vowel, it's like an A sound, or Landay
Yeah.
would be how they say it. No, it's not. That black and white, but there's a couple of different accents. The Georgia one is different. Walter. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how to.
Walter. I don't even know.
I'm trying to figure it out. But
Georgia.
there's different ones. There's different dialects. All pretty nice, Oh, let's talk
Yeah.
about the food, I guess. We ate well.
It's
Let's be
barbecue
honest, we ate
mainly.
well.
We had pizza on the last night.
It was a
That was
good pizza. It was on
fascinating.
a creek.
Yeah, it was
was
pretty
a-
good setting.
Some fireflies around.
yeah.
It felt nice. The weather was not humid and 98 degrees every day. That was weird.
Yeah.
That was different for the summer. But the restaurants were understaffed. This was a common theme that we noticed in the economic strife of North Carolina. They're having a little bit of trouble hiring people, and and a lot of it is probably because that the population is like below 10,000
Yeah.
where we were going. It's probably not as many young people that are trying to work a minimum wage job
Nope.
as older people that are not trying to do that, but
Yeah.
they still want breakfast and food and stuff. So gotta have people working there, but there has to be some type of balance between the wage offered
Yeah.
and
It's like, oh, how will we have country vittles be open without paying people $4? It's because basically people don't want
Don't
to
you
waste
dare
their time.
touch.
No, it's
country
a great
vittles.
place,
I'm kidding.
Finally, I could order French toast with eggs. It was about time.
They just don't
I
have that at a
discovered
lot
that.
of places,
Yeah, what is wrong with this country
It is
where
a
we
thing.
have what has gone wrong morally in
This is
this
the thing
country?
that matters.
Yeah, what has gone wrong morally in this goddamn country that we can't have French toast with eggs? Like, have we gone insane? First the Iraq War and then this. Oh my god.
You can get pancakes with eggs anywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, you get fucking. What is wrong with this? You get stupid pancakes with eggs, globby, just like pancakes, but that congeal with the syrup. You have to eat them at a certain amount of time,
Dude,
which
I had
they're
some
good.
blueberry
I had blueberry
pancakes,
ones,
though. Like
Yeah.
they were like crispy, right?
Yeah, they're pretty good.
They were cool. Blueberry
Yeah.
syrup.
And I could tell they did vegetable oil on the like stovetop instead of butter. So I was like, okay, well that's
You
a
would
good,
expect more butter in the
Yeah.
in the south north.
yeah, but it was delicious. Good delicious hearty breakfast before getting
hikes.
a hike on. But yeah, people don't want to waste literally it's a waste of time. But people can't even afford to work at these places. Not that they can't afford to live in the area. They just that too. But they can't afford to like go there and
Work.
pay more money to work at a place that just to like keep it open. I don't know if they're gonna have to figure out some sort of obviously on a grander scale, if the government were to just subsidize smaller businesses like we say we love here so much.
Like Ford. and
Oh yeah,
GM.
sorry, they already do it. Yeah, Ford and GM and the Wall Street, they get into
Small
small business. Yeah, but like, I mean,
No, but Country
it
Vittles
can't-
deserves a raise.
yeah, or
Yeah.
throw in some robots,
Country Vittle robots.
Yeah. Welcome to Country Vittles.
Maybe something Vittles will be the
Yeah.
title of this. I don't know.
Something Vittles, but yeah, it's,
Northern Vittles.
yeah, people don't want to go down there and not get paid enough, and then not have
And have
enough-
to drive an hour away where they can actually
Yeah.
live.
Yeah, well, the people,
don't know.
they're
Well,
saying
what?
for
Prices
Aspen.
weren't too bad there, but there were some more expensive ones. But I get what you mean. And in Asheville, was there as much of a thing like that with? I mean, there wasn't understaffed restaurants there as much. I think it was mainly because it was a smaller town that we were staying in.
Small
but-
town.
Small town.
Small
living.
town. All the people who moved to Texas who are like the rich comedians now. They're like living in their $8,000 or 8,000 square foot house or 10,000 square
Small
foot house.
town living.
Walk outside. Small town. Yeah,
I'm a
small
minimalist
town
now.
living. Small town southern man.
Dude, I
Hilarious.
do enjoy sweet tea. Gotta tell you, sweet tea and that kind of thing you just can't get probably above North Carolina. I don't know.
Yeah, that's another thing I don't understand. This is a country. Don't we love money here? You don't want to make money on new drinks, you bunch of Northerners.
Sweet tea.
That's. I mean, it's not good for you. So it's not like, oh man, I can't get this, and we can make it anywhere in the
We
country
can.
pretty much. But like, it's so weird in New York. They're like, oh, I could brew some tea. It's like, no, I didn't
No, I
ask
didn't
for
want
like a
that.
hot cup of tea. It's weird. You guys like not, but yeah, that just
They don't
shows how
understand the
drastically
concept.
different.
It's all right. But
Well, yeah, it just shows how drastically different our cultures are and how like we're just like the EU, but we don't want to be that way. We're just this place is different, that place is different.
yeah. Well, I
different
mean,
laws.
so many. We're the melting pot, Jay. We got
Yeah, we're the melting
different
pot.
viewpoints, and we're all
We clash,
yeah.
butt heads over.
Clash.
But yeah,
We grind, and then we get back to the grind.
yeah.
Back to the podcasting, back to the daily activities.
Yep.
But
Whatever the grind is, just grinding.
it's just something they say.
Just grab some
Get to
stuff
the
and
grind,
grind
back
it.
to the grind. Grind it every morning.
Back to
Put
the
it
old
in
grind.
your cup. Drink it up.
The grind.
Shit it out.
Eat it.
Do you like a medium roast grind or whatever they call it? I'm not a coffee guy.
I love coffee. It just keeps me up. I love the smell, taste, and everything about it. It's
Oh,
just
yeah.
like it's basically like a cokehead. They're like, I can't. I just
I
can't,
can't-
survive. I just don't know.
I
don't-
can't poop without it,
Yeah,
but I like the
Yeah.
smell.
but I like this. I like
Yeah.
this
A lot of
stimulant
people
feeling
can't
that
poop it
caffeine
or
gives you.
whatever.
But like I don't know. I lose sleep, and people say that's not a thing, but it actually caffeine does affect
Yeah,
sleep a lot.
definitely affects sleep. It definitely
Yeah.
affects anxiety and shit
Yep.
like that.
I'm already pretty high strung, and just so it's I don't need really coffee. Maybe
Yeah,
some
coffee-
decaf.
I don't know. I mean, I do like the smell of it. Sometimes it smells a little shitty, and I'm like, ugh, who's that?
Yeah, no, I've had
I
shit
like an
coffee. It's
espresso
airplane
smell.
coffee. It's disgusting.
Yeah,
Even
like
coffee,
actual shit. Sometimes it smells like
Yeah.
to
like-
non-coffee drinkers probably,
Yeah.
but
well, they reuse it
it's
because
a
they're like
what was it? Civic coffee?
civet. Yeah, it probably does
Poop
smell like
coffee.
shit.
It probably does.
Yeah.
I mean, we talked about the poop coffee probably in a few podcasts because it's just such a ridiculous thing.
Yeah, I don't know why people like that.
It's good.
To
Gives you
drink
energy.
poop.
People will drink poop if it gives you energy. That's proven.
That's how much people just. I mean, God, why are so, drugs are just like people love them. Everyone loves drugs, even like Chantix.
Especially ones that have been pooped out.
Yeah, people like.
Chantix?
Yeah,
Isn't that-
Chantix. I
isn't that
quit.
gum?
Yeah, I know some sort of smoking shit, anti-smoking drug. But I quit smoking, yay! But now I've got this other drug. It's a good thing I'm not using cigarettes as a crutch. Now I've got Chantix as a crutch. Thanks, Chantix. It's just
Chantix.
drugs.
It's good for you.
Yeah. Oh, it's great.
No, but we actually, this is a good segue into the drugs.
Yeah.
Part of the.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
We listened to some good podcasts, like 4 podcasts, because it's a long drive. So
We're
we got
done
12
talking
hours of information.
about North Carolina,
No,
though?
probably not.
All right,
We'll
cool.
probably come back to it. There's no rules.
Nice.
Maybe there is. Maybe there's one. But yeah, the drive there, it's still technically about North Carolina. Drive there and back was a lot of podcasts, a lot of information about psychedelics and their treatment
Yeah.
in PTSD and depression. It's good
Yeah.
stuff. I'm gonna actually check this out. Inspired me to read a book.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna get information off a piece of paper.
Like someone from another country.
Yeah,
Wow.
piece of paper from I'm gonna read it with my eyes, flip pages and everything, and take in
Yeah.
that information and maybe remember it, even spew it out in a conversation.
Yeah.
Learn about the history of psychedelics and the Eleusinian
Yeah.
mysteries.
And how the owner classes have taken it away
The
from
owner
society.
class is back again,
And
everybody.
basically, yeah, well, they
The
own
oligarchs
everything.
are coming. They want your guns. No.
No, they
want you to
don't.
have
They
guns.
want them to have guns. They make money off of those. They want you to have more
Yeah,
guns, if anything.
They want your Bibles.
No, they
There-
make
it's a
money
war
off
on
of those.
Christmas.
They want to sell more of those.
War on Christmas.
Yeah, like buy
frogs are
more
gay.
Christmas. Buy Christmas. But yeah, yeah, it's pretty sad, and that's probably one of the reasons the society is so at each other's throats. Maybe is potentially we've been deprived of this thing that made us see life as important or not. Fuck it. you know?
Maybe. I've never done. Neither one of us have ever done like
Yeah.
crazy
And I hate people.
psychedelics or whatever. But the mushrooms are interesting. We watched the Paul Stammet thing as well.
Yeah, that was awesome.
I really like looking for mushrooms. We didn't find any like blue ones, and all the foragers are extremely stingy with their mushroom locations. Like you can't even give away the forest.
a bunch of little greedy mushroom
entire
dwarf
forest,
pieces
like-
of shit.
Come on now. The mushrooms are supposed to make you non-greedy.
They're trying to like not share. No, this is my food and health benefits. It's like, all right, cool, buddy. Don't tell us about it.
But
then,
I think a
bitch.
lot of these are the people that didn't trip on them or eat the cool ones. They
Yeah,
just
probably
like
not.
pick them for no reason and just ignore the most interesting thing about the mushrooms.
Mm-hmm.
I can't like. Is there mushroom scientists out there that don't work on literally the coolest part of mushrooms is that they make you see incredible things, or
Yeah,
I don't understand that at all, but
they look at medicinal benefits of mushrooms. So
it's crazy. I like that too. You need that. You need that type of science.
yeah,
'Cause,
they're both
Yeah.
both medicine and maybe, I don't know, a gateway to like something that helps
Gateway
you
to
not
yourself.
hate the shit out of people.
I think it's cool. We
Yeah.
tried to identify some, couldn't do it. Not gonna eat any, of course, from the woods.
Yeah, no, I'm not picking up a random mushroom and eating it.
A couple of them look dangerous.
Yeah, like the death cap, the Chinese mushroom is actually what it's called. One of the
Oh,
other
really?
things.
Is that
Amanita
racist?
phalloides or something like that. Yeah, it kills you pretty quickly and terribly.
Yeah.
You get explosive diarrhea, throw up,
All of the
stomach
above.
pains,
Oh, wow.
hallucinations pretty much from dehydration, and then you
Okay.
pretty much die. Pretty terrible.
Well,
Yeah.
maybe
don't
it
eat
makes you see
those.
something cool before that happens, and that's a close relative to the other cool ones.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
it's a
the problem.
mushroom.
Is like some of them look exactly like the other ones.
Yeah, every plant and every mushroom has a poisonous look-alike.
Great.
Yep.
Great.
Pretty much.
Yeah, that wasn't gonna be good. There was a place with fried mushrooms I wanted to go to. I think it was closed though.
Of course.
Yeah,
Of course.
it was like fried mushroom balls.
Mm.
I don't know what else they had in there, but it seemed good.
Fried mushroom balls. But yeah, Paul
We were-
Stamets is pretty,
yeah.
pretty
Let's talk about
revolutionary
our
guy.
Endurance level
Being an
on
amateur.
these hikes, like
Alright.
especially the first one.
Okay. Yeah, it was basically like, the first one was the Chimney Rock that we hiked. It wasn't really a hike, it's just climbing up some man-made stairs or something up a rock. And
It
that
was
was the worst
intense.
one. Yeah,
Yeah,
it
that
turns
was
out
the,
what man makes as the worst and what nature makes is way better. I don't know.
Worst as in
Yeah.
like level of intensity because of the altitude and
Yes.
because of
Hard.
we're from a flat land and not used to that. So first 12 steps up were difficult.
Yeah.
Heart's beating super fast immediately. I have all these long sleeves on for some reason.
Yeah, I
It's
really
kind of shady
sweat.
at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just keeping the sweat on me. I had to like change shirts, keep going up the mountain. And
Yep.
man, that was a little exhausting.
Yeah, I mean, it was fine.
It's
It
like
was- yeah. Pace ourselves.
but it was fun though. Nevertheless, I had to, get out of heat stroke or something. But
Yeah, that took the whole day. I don't know.
well,
pretty much.
it did. I mean, we did that and then got up to the gift shop. Luckily, there was a gift shop with AC, and our dad asked the one guy how often they have to use this like stretcher that's on a wheel, like their safety equipment, and he's like, "Oh yeah, just about every day. Every day we got someone with heat stroke or drinks an energy drink and comes up and passes out or is really sick." But once we got up there, it was better. It wasn't as sick feeling. And then we went down. Then we went back up because we tried to do the webcam thing with mom.
Yeah, it turns out the webcam's a piece of crap and it doesn't even work.
It takes like still photos, but you want like a live thing. It's kind of ridiculous that they would
web
do that.
camera. Like fucking idiots.
Yeah, that was weird. But then we went back down, did another trail, went to a crazy waterfall, and I took like a nice cold shower under this waterfall, and it was refreshing.
Yeah, it was cold.
All right.
No,
Well,
it was. Yeah, we just like hiked for a while, and it was kind of, it was cool, but kind of like, oh, gross. There are a bunch of people here. They're just everywhere. So
I
it's
mean,
like
I didn't
fucking-
think that one was that crowded. There was a pretty
Yeah.
big park. There were a lot of people there, but we didn't run into it. We weren't just like constantly walking with people. It was like
No, thank goodness.
they're
Ugh.
going back and they have their dogs and a lot of people with their kids running around, and it felt like I was just scared because I'm not used to that environment and all the rocks and sheer drop offs. I wouldn't just have my kid running around because they
Yeah, it's pretty
stumble
funny.
a lot because they're kids.
Yeah, they tend to trip and fall a couple of times. But yeah, they were just like
Like,
letting them handle whatever plants they wanted them to
Poison
handle.
ivy, they're just like putting it
Yeah.
in their mouth.
That's
Who cares?
hilarious.
Eat
It's
that
fun to watch other
salad.
people deal with their kids.
It is, and it's
You know?
like,
It's fascinating.
whoa, damn, they didn't even care if that kid just jumped off a cliff.
Yeah,
But,
speaking of that too, the reason,
yeah.
oh my god, it's such a bummer. The part we wanted to go to is closed down because some stupid kid jumped off a mountain.
Yeah. Wow.
Reel your kids in,
Um,
folks. Jeez.
Incredible way to get around that.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
the part we wanted to do from Last of the Mohicans where they went behind the waterfall and then got to the area where the chick jumped off.
Yeah.
apparently a 3-year-old kid fell off of that in 2007, and the state
Yep.
stepped in and shut down the trail, which is understandable. But
guess.
the other ones were pretty. It had places where you could fall off too, but this must have been a little bit different.
must have been
why
real
why
fall.
couldn't they put up a fence? Would that take away from the nature?
They do that for everything else. There's like a fence.
Yeah, there's like a metal
platform.
fence in a lot of these places. They could have done that, but
Built a gift shop on a mountain, but they can't put a fence there.
yeah.
Maybe
Well,
they'll figure it out.
people didn't want to think about a kid falling off every time. I guess.
Oh
they
my
did
god,
but-
we didn't know until that bummer fucking park ranger told us.
Yeah, that's true, but yeah, that was a little interesting. But that was fine. I was pretty tired when we got up
Yeah.
there anyway. I didn't want to go that far.
And also, it already doesn't have. Sorry for interrupting, but it doesn't have a positive connotation anyway. It's where 2 people died in a movie. One was slaughtered,
Yeah.
one killed herself. Anyway,
But
so
then they won against the other guys.
Just gonna go up there and be like,
iconic
"Wow,
moment in
that's weird."
movie history.
yeah,
It would have been nice to see. I'd be like, wow, Magua
yeah,
got killed here by Jingachiku.
yep. Oh
killing his
well,
son. And
thanks.
yeah,
for the
that'd be
government.
pretty cool.
Appreciate
but-
you keeping us safe.
Everything else was amazing there. I mean, the weather, like the hills and driving through
Oh
the
yeah,
thing. I mean, we should have drove more. I didn't want to do that, but just awesome. Completely different, refreshing.
yeah. The air is beautiful all the time with the balsam firs, whatever the fir trees are that make it smell that way.
The trails were literally sweet smelling.
Yeah, it's sweet smelling. It's very nice.
A lot of bees on the one though.
Yeah, that was crazy with all the bees on top of whatever. Which trail was that? Something.
This is the black balsam knob.
Yeah, black. Everything's a knob there. I was like kind of laughing. Like, okay, so we're like
Knob.
a Christian
It's
state,
like
but
a-
everything's a knob.
It's like it's for
Idiots.
mountains or something. It's
Yeah.
like the name of the mountain. And the trail was the Art Loeb Trail, and a lot of blueberries, but a shitload of bees, man. They weren't
Yeah,
gonna
it's pretty
attack
cool.
because they were regular old bees, but
Regular bees. What species
Still
is
don't
the
like 'em.
regular bee?
regular old.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the Latin.
Oh, regular yeah.
Regular olus.
Regular rollus. But
Um,
now there were honeybees, probably
bees.
some bumblebees. I don't know, many wasp variety, but yeah, nothing really attacking. It's just constant
Mhm.
buzzing everywhere. We did see some on top of the mountain. There were probably some bear activity. We didn't see like prints or anything, but we saw a like padded down tuft of grass that looked like maybe a bear laid there. I don't know.
A nervous area.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And that was the time I believe the bear spray was in the package. And we
Shit.
figured it out
Well,
afterward.
yeah, we
yeah.
got it out of the package before that trail.
Yeah, before the smallest trail that a bear wouldn't even go on. It was so funny.
Well, the one that we saw the bear poop on, it was in the package for that whole thing.
Yeah.
I was like, "You got the bear spray?" He's
Yeah.
like, "Yep."
That's so funny. That's amazing.
Yeah, we should all probably have had some bear spray.
Yeah, it's
Um,
freaking
But
hilarious.
you know, we weren't in Montana or somewhere like that
yeah,
where we
super
were
bear
gonna
country.
encounter a grizzly bear. If we were, I would have my own bear spray.
Yeah.
I think next time we do that, which would be incredible if we do something like that again. Never seen some desert stuff either. We got plenty to see.
Yeah.
We've only seen the like the tip of the iceberg here.
Oh yeah, yeah. The desert's gonna be dry and hot pretty much, so we might not want to stay there. For
Well,
super
I
long.
mean, not even just that. There's plenty of stuff there other than the desert, but we haven't seen a desert biome. We got to do that. Grand Canyon, out west. We haven't been farther than Colorado, which we still have to go back to. There's plenty of stuff to see, which is awesome. The
Mm.
landscapes of this country are amazing.
Yeah,
I
the
hate
people
to
aren't
see
so much.
people ruin it.
Yeah, I hate to see people littering all
it's still
over,
there.
and you know.
There wasn't. I
Ugh.
didn't see a lot of trash out there. I don't think.
Yeah,
There's, like,
a
couple-
packets on the ground.
Oreo packets.
Yeah, I'd look over the stairs, but that's cool rock.
Reasonable.
Then I'm reminded of fucking trash humanity.
Oh no.
Like, oh yeah, that's right. There's still billions
Oreo
of you.
packages. Or bears love Oreos. They could have left them there. for me.
Yeah, they love plastic
Um,
too. I hear
They do.
it's their favorite.
They do. Yeah, they love it.
Yeah,
And the bears.
Winnie the Pooh
when they get
actually
the
melted
plastic-
instead
Yeah,
of
there
honey.
wasn't honey. That was yellow plastic.
Yeah, it was petroleum jelly. Actually, he liked oil. It's like Hexus.
Hexus.
Yeah, from Fern Gully.
Oh shit! Yeah,
The pollution
forgot
monster.
about that until now.
Yeah. Or Charles Koch, as I would call him now.
Charles Koch, Hexus.
No, I think who's the guy? Oh man, it was the guy who was like the coal baron or some shit, or the oil guy who was in charge of the EPA. That was funny.
Scott.
Yeah, Scott Pruitt, he sued the EPA like 14 times because he couldn't poison a village or whatever.
He's
Hilarious.
like, please.
I want
Just-
to.
I mean, you guys are getting in the way of progress here.
It's only 75% cancer rates. Get out. God, your regulations are stifling my small business.
Yeah, that's kind of what it boils down
Hilarious.
to. The
Oh my
FDA
God.
has stifled.
Speaking of the FDA, once again, we got people like, the vaccine is not approved by the FDA. And we wanted to get rid of it 4 years ago. Remember that, guys? But now we
Yeah,
trust
they
it.
don't even like the FDA. I don't know why they trust it. But
Change your ideology whenever you need to.
I think we're doing good with the pandemic at this point, right?
Are we?
That was the latest news that I didn't.
Oh
see.
yeah, Florida's doing great. The
The
levels.
South in general. I think
Yeah.
they said is
Yeah, the levels of
blowing
COVID are
it-
really
blowing
high. We're doing
everybody
really
away
good.
with their results.
If we're going for like high numbers, we're killing it.
Yeah.
If we're going for low numbers, the North is losing.
Well, I think the thing is people just got in their heads. The Olympics is on. We got to win.
Yeah,
we
you
got to
know,
have the
it's all
highest
about.
numbers.
Yeah.
Has the Olympics been like they don't put it on good channels? It's not on TV. It's like they don't even want anyone to see it. They don't
shouldn't.
give a
It's
shit.
Stupid. It sucks.
It doesn't suck, but
Kinda
they don't put it on TV, and you can't even watch more than 5 minutes of an event before they switch to another one.
Because they're afraid people will fall asleep, probably. But yeah, it just basically like there was a funny one we watched. You showed me a trampoline whatever guy accident.
Yeah, he fell through the trampoline.
Yeah, it
Or
was
like one
so funny.
leg went entirely through the side of it, like onto a spring.
Yeah. It was the funniest thing I'd ever seen because like it was even funnier
Ever?
afterward. Well, one of the funniest things was the funniest part. The funny part afterward was like what obviously he couldn't continue the challenge, and like the disappointment in his face that he can't
jump on the
trampoline now. It's like what is your life, man?
Yeah.
That is so fucking hilarious.
And that's the
like,
funny.
oh,
and
no.
it is funny to think about that. And I always go back
Oh my
to the
god.
Bleacher Report comments because it's hilarious to watch these people like berate a professional athlete that's the best in the world at what they do. They're probably
Jumping
pretty,
up and down.
they're pretty damn happy to be. Hey, I'm the best in the world at this. You're a
Oh
plumber
my
and you
God.
suck at it. You're not even
Yeah.
good. Not even one of the top million probably.
It's so funny.
And they're the ones that are pissed off on the internet.
Yeah.
That's what's funny to me. I mean, like
Oh, it is.
I like the jumpers. I mean, they're having the time of their lives probably doing that, and they're like, yeah, I would much rather do this and get paid for it. Haha, you're a plumber.
Obviously.
Like,
Well, I mean, yeah, look at the shit jobs that are around in this country. Like, obviously,
Yeah.
when you've got a guy who's like, no, I think I'd just rather be pouring trampoline, man. No. Maybe I'll
well,
get a
I
shot
mean,
at
he'll
some.
get. He's an
sponsorships.
Olympic. It's not like some random guy jumping in the background of
Yeah.
like trampoline or something. This is a.
Yeah.
And there's multiple events and
Yeah.
shit, but yeah,
It's
I
just
get
so
what you mean.
funny. And, like, the
but
professional flingers, like, the gymnastics people, like, they fling themselves around. It's like, I mean, I guess it's cool.
yeah, it's
but,
probably
like-
pretty difficult. It keeps them in shape, gets them paid. And
Yeah.
they don't have to do a shit job. That's pretty cool.
But, like, going to the zoo and seeing the, like what were
Zoo.
they, gibbons or something? Remember that one we saw swinging around on a rope really hard?
Oh yeah, I mean,
that
that's a
was
monkey.
amazing, and they bounce off the walls. It's cooler watching other animals do athletic feats. I think.
That's true. I do like
I think
watching
it's
other
cooler.
because like they're not humans. Sometimes have way better
Yeah.
abilities like physically. But one of the things from the podcast, or one of the podcasts that we listened to was expect lots of records in
Oh,
this
yeah.
Olympics because there's newer natural ways through like plant, like a capsule with a lot
Yeah.
of plant elements in it that you can take to naturally boost testosterone or endurance and build muscle, get better sleep. So the athletes are better now than ever before and like almost naturally. So well, you can kind of say now, but like natural supplements, I guess it's not natural. You're not getting maybe
Yeah.
injected through the ass all the time.
Nope.
Which I wouldn't want to do that anyway for big muscles.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Taking pills is even worse for you, but yeah, it's kind of weird
Yeah.
injecting yourself. But
But
yeah, I
the,
mean,
it's
um,
cool. We already saw some records.
Yeah.
Some things.
it's cool and stuff. And people, those are some pretty fast humans. But like, when they were like, "Oh man, Michael Phelps is gonna swim against a shark," it's like, okay, well, he
We
can't
knew
beat
exactly
it,
what
and
was
who
gonna happen.
cares? We already know he can't do it. So literally a cash grab. No point in watching it.
If they said Michael Phelps has taken a cocktail of the most powerful,
Yeah.
like things that we have to make you the best swimmer you can be,
Yeah.
he can now swim 35 miles an hour
That's
underwater. Now he's gonna race a shark
Yeah.
in open water. I would
Yep.
watch that.
That's cool.
I would
But
watch
like,
that.
they caged the shark in, and for the cheetah one where they had that guy racing the cheetah, it had
Chris
like
Johnson.
turn corners. Like, didn't he lose anyway? Even though they like severely like limited the cheetah and its movement or whatever. Hilarious. It's like no one.
They're
why
like, well,
does
he ran a
anyone care?
4.2. The cheetah does not.
Wow, a cheetah can run like a .42 probably. What the?
Well-
Who cares? Who gives a shit? I want to see animals do cool stuff. It's
Yeah,
way
they put it
cooler.
on Animal Planet. I think.
Yeah, that's why I like Animal Planet way cooler than anything. And now it's fucking reality TV, of course, just like everything on TV. But like, why do we care about the Olympics? Who cares? It's all about beating. It's basically about beating each other. Like we got to beat
Sports,
the
it's why do we
Ruskies.
care about anything, you know?
Got to hate the Russians. And,
There's
like,
that, but we like competition. We like watching it.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine, and I like the UFC
fine.
because that's like the most purest form of competition.
Yeah.
But like,
One-on-one.
one of those guys, any UFC, Francis Ngannou versus an adolescent chimp will lose.
You think?
Yes.
Adolescent?
Maybe beginning it. Oh, the thing is, they're so
That's for
strong.
sure. I can't really, like, think about it because Francis Ngannou was so big.
Yeah, but he's
so
a
slow
human.
compared to a monkey.
Yeah,
It would just bite his neck off.
yeah. It's just like
It would
it's
just
not a
probably, yeah, bite his
contest.
nuts off or something. I feel like he'd find a way.
I mean, to do what?
Just like
Maybe hurt the monkey, kinda.
go like that, maybe for a little bit.
It'll break his arms with its arms. It'll just like,
think?
oh my god, dude, they rip your arms
Chimps
off.
are pretty scary. You're right.
They rip people apart. Humans are
Ngannou?
so lame compared to animals. I mean, goddamn. This is my,
Let me just-
contrarian, whatever.
Let me just look this up.
for the Olympics. Are you gonna Google if Ngannou? Like, he's not gonna try and beat a chimp. There's no way. But even the world's strongest man is not stronger than like the weakest ass chimp on the planet. Oh my god.
Research team reports. Okay. Maximum dynamic force and power is just about 1.35 times higher than human muscle of similar size. So, I mean, I think he could have a chance.
1 point, but that little bit.
That's the
For a
average
chimp?
human, I think.
Have you? Oh my god. I don't know, man. Chimps are very, very.
I'm
scary.
arguing for Francis Ngannou to win.
I'm arguing for
Against
animal
one chimp?
kind. Yeah, I mean the thing
Not
is,
a pack of chimps, for sure, but
are we doing like to the death here? Because like
To the death.
the chimp wins.
every time?
Chimp.
Out of 100 times, how many times does Ngannou win?
Is Francis going to bite the chimp's fingers?
He's gonna
off,
do
rip its
everything in his
nuts off,
power.
poke its eyes.
This isn't a, sanctioned UFC event. He
No,
can
I'm
do
saying
anything he
fight
wants.
to the death.
Yeah.
So the chimp is going to match that with greater power. He's going to bite your face off. Going to rip just everything.
It's a little
You're
more
not going to know what
vicious,
to
you're
do.
right.
You're going to get on your back. He's going to beat the shit out of you.
But how many times can you see a situation where Ngannou wins?
I don't know. If he has a weapon, maybe, but that's it.
Maybe he
Maybe.
picks up a very large stick and bonks it on the head one time.
I guess, but that's using something else. It's already like,
That's part of being a human, though. It's like an advantage.
yeah, because we have nothing. We don't have
Competitive.
claws.
We have brains. That's our biggest
Yeah, that's
advantage
it.
in the world.
You throw us in within the woods. Nothing.
We still have our brains.
yeah, but
We
then
can
get eaten
grab
by
something and like beat the shit out of a thing. I
Yeah.
don't know. A rock.
Yeah, sometimes.
There is a feasible way that Francis.
Feasible
Ngannou-
way. Optimism.
Yeah.
No, but like, yeah, I don't know. It's just I would rather watch like when they had the Shark Week stuff before they injected celebrities into it for no reason. Like
I feel like
watching the
celebrities have
sharks-
always been a part of Shark Week.
I mean, Jeff Corwin, but he was an animal guy, and like
But have they? Yeah, you're right.
He's
I
an
mean, I feel
animal
like they've had
celebrity.
Shaq and
I wanna
stuff
watch
in previous
Shaq and-
years.
Kevin fucking Hart, and goddamn The Rock or some shit, and just ugh. But like, yeah, I don't
I mean,
really, I just want to see.
Obviously, we take Shark Week pretty fucking seriously over here at the Big Chillin podcast. We don't
way
mess around
cooler.
with that stuff.
and it's ruined now, so
Um,
thanks. But
And
like,
it's a huge deal.
yeah, no, animals are just much more impressive. I don't know. I guess the brains, if you're gonna like do a contest of like, intellectual shit.
I mean, we're literally about to change
We
the
are
Earth.
better.
We're changing the Earth.
No, we are doing
what's
that right
going
now.
on.
But I'm just saying, like, the old stuff we go to, like strength and stuff. A human, you see, like,
No.
in just a regular gym, deadlifting 500 pounds, and that's really cool. We're like, wow, you're strong. But meanwhile, you see, like, a grizzly bear looking for. I've seen this thing on Animal Planet where they have a grizzly bear just, like, in an area, and they hid a granola bar under, like, a 700-pound rock, and he's looking around,
Just lift it.
grabs the rock on all fours, gets off, on 3 legs, lifts it up with his hand,
3
just his
legs.
arm, lifts it up, no problem, just lifts it up and eats the bar, puts it back down gently. I'm like, okay, wow,
Yeah.
wow.
Well, a grizzly bear would
We
be
are
totally
weak.
different. Like 10 Francis Ngannous wouldn't stand a chance, I think. Well,
No,
hold on a second. Here's another thing.
How many Francis Ngannous against a grizzly bear?
How many Francis Ngannous does it take to defeat a grizzly bear?
Well,
This
it would
is the
have
new
to be
question.
smothering, so maybe a million.
A million Francis Ngannous?
No, maybe like enough to smother the grizzly bear so
20.
it can't move anymore. Just the sheer weight so it
25.
can't move. Yeah, that would just be it. Just the heaviness of Francis Ngannou multiplied
25. All right. So
and suffocated.
would it be better to have 25 individual regular Francis Ngannous or one giant Francis Ngannou that's 25 times the size and strength of the original one?
Well, I mean, obviously
be
that's going to
huge.
beat the bear because that's going to be like bigger
You're
than a
right,
bear.
25 times the size
Yeah.
is too much.
But yeah, it's just, I don't know. With our
I
brains
like
and
these
stuff, it's cooler.
hypotheticals though.
Yeah, it's great. But like, I don't know. I just don't find. I mean, the uneven bars are fine. They're like flinging around and stuff. But like,
Oh yeah, we were on
Yeah.
gymnastics.
but if you
The,
just let
the
like,
main point is, I mean, we don't really know how much it takes to
Yeah.
do all this stuff, so it's easy to sit here and talk about them.
I'd like to see though, like a chimpanzee that's trained on the uneven bars.
Oh, in gymnastics?
That would
Wow.
be crazy. You get like
Wow.
a fucking quintuple, like a 10 spin, just you wouldn't even see it and it would land.
I think
It'd be
once
so
we
cool.
put Neuralink
We shouldn't.
in,
Well, it's already in this. It's already in the. Was
well,
it?
not just Neuralink, there was another brain interface company that already got approval for human trials before Elon Musk did.
I guess they just
so-
had more money, more backed
Well,
by more billionaires.
They
I
had
don't know how.
they had a study before him, I think.
Oh my god.
And they had a different study. They went through their shit. They got approval. They're not. I don't think it was. I mean, there's more companies out there. DARPA is making their own brain interface. That's the defense department, I think.
Yeah.
They have their own. Like, there's gonna be a bunch of companies trying to do this. Someone's gonna put it in a monkey. And someone's gonna upload
Mhm.
gymnastics to that thing. Well,
Upload
maybe
gymnastics
not. Maybe
file.
that wouldn't be good if they all knew gymnastics and you can learn like
They already know
that.
it.
Yeah, you're right. They do a lot of
They
tree stuff, don't they?
like. They already know. It's ridiculous how much they just
Yeah, it's probably. I can't believe I'm thinking about teaching a
Yeah.
gymnastics when they're doing that all day.
That's the worst thing. Like we have our, whatever, we can like lift weights and get strong and muscly and whatever, but we still have these, long arms that are just noodly and can break, and we've got a brain. But
Yeah, we're
imagine
fragile.
making something super smart and as strong as having the physical brutality and intelligence. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Now,
Just put it in a
we
grizzly
are
bear.
at more danger, I think, from engineering viruses and letting those escape and like
Yeah.
having a super virus get out
Yeah.
and sweep the world like COVID did, but be way worse. That's a
Yep.
that's a concern. But also, on a different level, I do think the animals having brain chips is pretty interesting. Or like having brain chips and some sort of mind virus affecting everything. Putting
Yeah,
us
'cause
under
if, like-
one way of thinking, I don't like that.
Yeah,
but-
no, that's not good because we already have like forms of that everywhere. That's just obviously destructive.
We're already doing it with our phones and
Yeah.
social media, and we're kind of attached to these at this point. But it was nice to see the only 12-minute a day use of Instagram over the past week. I'm gonna,
Yeah.
I guess, try to keep it under 20 minutes a day.
Yeah, mine was like 15 minutes or whatever
Yeah.
because like
Solid.
I've got it set up to where I don't care enough about to like keep on looking at the stuff. I'll see
Yeah.
like one thing, be like, all right, cool, dopamine achieved via my phone.
Yes. I go on.
Basically.
I see some memes. I laugh a little bit. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
wow, that was nice. Exit.
Yep.
Get out of there. I don't think I'm super addicted to social media. I get laughs and I get sports news
Yeah,
from it. I don't really post that much. Like, I don't really look around at what other people are posting. I might, if I don't see anything funny in the first couple of, right? I don't see anything of interest in the first like 5 scrolls or whatever down my main page. I go to the Explorer, and if there's nothing cool there, I just leave.
yeah, and there
Maybe
are
I check
ways-
one story, but
Yeah,
I don't
pretty
really
much.
check stories.
Who does like I've never like I've gotten notifications that like this
I'm
bitch
like,
has
oh my
uploaded
God.
his story. I'm like,
No.
what's she gonna show me? Her ass again? Like here it is, different angle. It's like okay, wow, really see the
Oh yeah, you
dimpling.
got the fitness models on it.
yeah. It's like okay, I mean like whatever. You can't. It's like
Great
or
stuff.
like a drink. It's like
Drinking water.
Yeah.
it's like so
Or like,
stupid. I don't
this
care.
person went live. You
Yeah,
will
it's
never
like-
catch me in anyone's live on Instagram.
Chances are the people I follow aren't talking about anything interesting. So
Yeah, it's like hilarious kind of.
it's so
But the
fucking
difference is
stupid.
Instagram has a little bit of that like
Yeah, keep it stupid on Instagram. Keep
attention
it simple.
grabbing type of thing. TikTok
Mhm.
is the worst, like
Yeah.
competitive attention whoring. It's weird.
Wow,
it's
it's
like
amazing.
Olympic level attention whoring.
Yeah,
It's
Olympic
like,
horror.
wow, this is crazy. I hate this kind of, but
Yeah, but that's basically. I mean,
we should be
it's
allowed to
showing-
be on it and do everything.
Yeah.
Like it should be allowed to be a thing for sure. But
I guess that's why
dangerous.
like people are afraid to legalize prostitution because like everyone's hot daughter would be a prostitute. They'd be like, it's so easy to get
Well,
hundreds of dollars a day.
OnlyFans, I guess, like is way better than
That's
legal.
the easiest.
You don't have to
form.
like do the actual prostitution. That's way better.
Yeah, and like people are stupid
do it
enough
from
to pay
online,
for this shit.
only like internet shit.
Hilarious.
Let people spend the money. If someone's gonna spend the money, then let them do that. That's their own stupid
Yeah,
thing. If they want to spend their money that way, then who cares? It's not like
hilarious.
like all the power to the people on OnlyFans and shit. And I guess you don't have to like show your ass. You could just do guitar lessons.
Yeah,
on
as a hot
OnlyFans.
chick or whatever, you get millions of views.
Well, I mean, you could.
Yeah.
There's no guidelines. Not as many guidelines on
Oh,
OnlyFans.
yeah.
You can upload whatever. You can just do like video game streaming, or whatever, and just like make money from OnlyFans that way. I guess it's
Yeah.
not just porn.
Well, that's good. That's pretty
But
hilarious.
that would be probably better. How did we get on this? Social
We're
media.
talking about social media, but
It's
basically, yeah,
bad.
yeah, I'll see like eventually. Sometimes Instagram will try and do this because maybe like things I talk about. Of course, these are got these listening to us all the time. We don't need an
The phones.
injected microchip to bug ourselves.
Yeah,
Well,
we're
we
literally
don't pay
doing all
for
of it into a microphone right now too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, so I mean, I'm just projecting
Come
all
and
my
get
thoughts
us.
and recording. Yeah, and it's funny. They're like, "Oh my God, they're gonna inject us for free with a microchip," when meanwhile they could just have us pay for one instead monthly. It's hilarious.
the
as fuck.
injecting a microchip is hilarious to me. It's just like
Yeah.
a weird fear to have, an uninformed fear.
Yeah, it's so dumb.
Like we're
Hilarious.
already as bugged up as we need to be. These are
Yeah.
information storing devices basically for corporations.
Yeah, once you
Everything
become a
we
big
search,
enough issue.
every time you wake up and like update the weather, your location is had. They
Yeah.
know you're looking at the weather app.
Yep.
They know that your morning routine is to like check the weather and then like take a shower, go on Instagram. Like, dude,
Yeah.
they know exactly where you're going, what you're doing, the GPS you're using,
Mm-hmm.
every route you've ever taken with your phone in your pocket.
Yep.
It's been saved. Like, it doesn't need to. I'm not saying there's someone just analyzing all your data all day and we have an agent assigned, but I could see a future where you commit a crime or like are suspected of committing a crime and your phone and everything you've ever done looked up is analyzed and like everywhere you've been, every potential activity, which is crazy. But it would take such extensive work to do. I don't think.
But they're doing it.
Oh, I think they do maybe in big cases.
Yeah.
But like I don't think they'll put the time into doing that unless they can then create an an algorithm that can do it for them,
Mm-hmm.
which is scary to think about. And it
Yep.
gets into Minority Report territory where they predict you're going to commit a crime
Yeah.
before you even do it and put you in jail anyway.
Well, the conservative Christians will just be all over that because that's all they are is thought crime. It's just, oh, what are you thinking about? Jesus doesn't
Yeah.
want you to think that.
Democrats, Republicans alike are into this thought crime thing right now.
Yeah. More so conservative Christians, I would say. Democrats trailing close behind.
Yeah,
but
they're more
way
on
more.
the like, we're gonna put some
Yeah.
censorship policy
so you
on
don't
the
say
internet,
N-word.
and then on the other side, it's we're gonna put some censorship policy so you don't talk about critical race theory,
Mm-hmm.
or so you're not learning that in schools. They're just like
Yep.
literally doing that.
Meanwhile,
not
they're worried
even-
about a race and history too. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, it's not even hiding.
Yeah,
it's
it's
like way
pretty
out in
hilarious.
the open.
Yeah,
It's
and
pretty
their
cool.
idiot fans keep on voting for them to like
Wait,
fuck them more. It's pretty funny.
they like it.
They like it. They just love to get butt fucked by their president in chief or whatever. But like,
Maybe we'll cut that out. I don't know.
yeah, we'll,
probably
we'll
not.
put
I
a
don't
fart
know.
noise there. They'd love to get
Oh, you know what? I think we should find funny things to do there.
funny ways to censor ourselves. I like
Yeah.
it.
Find funny ways to do it.
Find funny and
Maybe
creative ways
Kamala
to censor
Harris,
yourself.
her new silly censorship bill.
Oh yeah, Kamala Harris.
It makes a
just-
funny noise whenever you do something we don't
Yep.
like on the internet.
It's
No,
like
I
that
actually
Family
like
Guy episode.
the idea of doing that though, because it sounds funny sometimes, and
Yeah.
even the beep when you add the when you only put it in the beginning,
Yeah,
and then you have the it at the end if you say shit,
yeah,
or you keep the shh, and
Yep.
then you like it almost has an even bigger effect when you have the beep and then you have the t at the end too.
yeah. But
Or
it's
the-
such an awesome platform that YouTube has created to like have us speak freely. And,
yes. Well, we
know,
can
it's
speak
really
freely.
bad.
We're just not entitled to views.
You can speak freely. You're
They
just
just
not
won't funnel
entitled
us
to people
towards-
hearing anything you have to say.
Yeah. And that is the hand that we are dealt, and that
Yeah,
is
it's
the
pretty
hand that we
cool,
will
man.
deal with, because there's no other option.
Well, I saw it coming. Everyone pretty much saw it coming. It was just all you got to do is basically just analyze things for just a little while and be like, oh yeah, well, why are we even? I mean, it's so funny. It's like, hopefully, like the guys who podcast now and have become, famous doing it, or not famous, sort of gained some sort of notoriety doing it. They're saying like, oh man, it's just beginning. It's really great, but I don't know if I believe them all the time.
What do you mean?
Well, it's like, because like they're saying, oh man, podcasting is going to get really popular, but
Well, it's already
not
really
if the
popular.
technocracy fuckers have to say about it. They
It's
have nothing
already
to say
like more
about it.
popular than it's ever been. But
Oh,
you're
yeah.
right.
They're pushing back.
It's kind of been that way for a little bit. You just gotta,
Yeah.
and no one's immune to public response.
No, not at all.
So, if you say something that people don't like, they're not gonna like you.
Yep.
And it's gonna be probably taken out of context if you're a famous person. But
Yep.
if you're not, there's really nothing. I mean, people really want to cancel people, or like cancel famous people.
Yeah.
It's like with nobodies, they're almost like, yeah, okay.
Yeah. Whatever.
Like if someone that's big time says some shit,
Yep.
then it's like, oh, we got to come after this guy. We
Yeah.
need to showcase our power by getting him off the internet.
Yep.
That's not okay to say things.
Yeah.
But some are too big at this point, and it's whatever. I'm just gonna. I kind of like just doing the podcast anyway.
Oh yeah, it's fun. I love the freedom of like being able to say whatever we want with like no repercussions from the God YouTube. Sorry, we pray to you.
the algorithm.
But like yeah,
we pray to the
God.
algorithm every night before we go to
Pray.
bed together. you know,
Let us
uh,
pray the
And
algorithm.
we hope the fans do too.
Let us pray to the algorithm.
The
Oh,
almighty
algorithm, I would
Al.
like you to help us. This is actually how it sounds. I've been in a Catholic church before. It's pretty funny. We want the algorithm to help us. And then everyone's like, and the algorithm should help us. Everyone wants the algorithm to help. It's so funny.
And then you eat the crackers.
Yeah, then they go, fuck a kid or whatever.
You eat the crackers and then do that.
Yeah. Eat
But
crackers while having sex with children.
and drinking the hypothetical blood of the Lord.
Yeah, it was white
It's
wine.
very
in the church.
very ritualistic and kind of interesting. As people who are not in that, it's definitely seems weird.
Yeah, it seems weird
and
if you symbolically eat the blood or drink the blood and eat the flesh with someone. I don't know. I just got a different point of view, you know?
Yeah, not really into sacrifice.
Yeah,
but
That's my opinion.
like animal sacrifice or human sacrifice, not my thing. But what I do like is no, I didn't really have anything to do with sacrifice. I was gonna be like, what I do like
What I do like about
sacrificing
sacrifice.
animals to my mouth so I
Yes.
could eat them.
That's cool.
But you know what? We're gonna not eat as much, I guess, because of another podcast that has filled my mind with good information that fasting is a good thing for the health.
Hopefully so.
At some point, yeah, I think like throughout my 20s, I'll probably definitely experiment with the fasting.
Mm-hmm.
I probably won't go all carnivore or all vegetarian. They say to like experiment with that, do 30 days of like a vegetarian or vegan diet to see how your body responds, and then and also do 30 days of a carnivore diet, see how your body responds if you really want to see how that works. And see how it does to you, how your body feels. I feel like I would be, I don't know, like if I didn't have meat for 30 days, I don't know how I would feel. If I didn't have vegetables for or like anything for 30 days with that, I feel like you need both.
Yeah,
We
you're
are
depriving
omnivores.
yourself of vitamins and minerals either way if you have one or
Yeah.
another. But
I'll just get them all,
works for
You
some
know.
people.
get all the vitamins, and I guess eat at 6:00 p.m.
Yeah.
and then not eat until the next day at 6:00 p.m. And you get all 2,000 calories in that one meal.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, you
Is
know.
that what he said?
Yeah.
Big old meal.
I get so fat as a vegan. I would get
You would?
so fat. Yeah, I mean, there's just so many carbs
It's a lot of
in
carbs.
vegan diets. Like, they say, you know, they want to preach, like, oh, we only eat, like, plants and stuff. But all the products that they eat that's plant products related, I've looked at some. And,
Really?
like, it's just carbs. So
Hmm.
that's not the way my
Well,
body
I guess it would
works.
depend on the person.
If I were to literally consume only steamed vegetables, I would not get fat. But if I were to indulge in the other vegan foods that they have, I would get fat. If I were to be a true vegan, then yeah, it would work.
I'm not entirely sure what that entails at this point.
That's
So
the thing. It's a religion in and itself, also, or in and of itself. Because like they just rip on you.
I'm
for,
not
like,
sure
being
about
vegan.
the details of the diet. I'm just saying it might be a good thing to try either one
That could be.
to see what you do if you're feeling like experimenting with your body
Yeah.
for some reason. But the fasting thing, I'll definitely try before that. And we did a little bit of it. We didn't really get used to it. Weeks of fasting or months of doing that schedule, you'd really know if it's good for you.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like there would be times where you fast and it's like 5:30, then something comes up and you have to do some emergency shit, or like if you only eat at 6 o'clock every day, something's bound to happen at 6.
Yeah.
Or you have to go an extra 5 hours without eating, and you may be better off at that point, and you can do that and it won't bother you.
Yeah.
Or you'll be like, oh shit, I should have eaten earlier maybe.
Yeah.
Fuck.
That's always like the question I would have for like people who have rigid schedules and they're just on a thing all day. What if something out of the ordinary occurs that messes up the schedule? You just like,
how often does that happen for you?
Yeah.
Ever?
does it? Yeah, like Elon Musk. What happens if you get like a hiccup? Like if something happens during the day, just like what would you do? Because like obviously everything isn't going 100% correctly 100% of the time.
Yeah.
for this
I
guy.
guess the eating,
Yeah.
not eating breakfast or lunch does give you a lot more time to do stuff because you don't have to figure out like what you're doing.
Pretty much.
And, like, I do like eating in the morning though. Sometimes I get up and I'm hungry.
Yeah.
I gotta have something. And then I guess either is 2 meals a day okay, or does it have to be one?
It's fine probably too. I don't know.
Smaller
people are
meal in the
different.
morning and then like larger meal at night. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like a noon and a 6 o'clock.
Basically just eating less of the, readily available foods in America that we have.
It really is because like that has to be beneficial because eating
Yeah.
multiple times a day, 3 meals a day may be okay, but most people eat like
Yeah.
in the morning and then are eating a couple things throughout the day and then eat lunch and then eat a little bit and maybe have some snacks in between. And just if you're constantly eating every 2 hours, that's probably why I had the fastest metabolism or like I have such a fast
Yeah.
metabolism. I'm always like eating something used to being digesting at all times, then you need some more, like a little thing here and there.
Yep.
And I guess when you do the fasting, it's just how your body's supposed to be regulated.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, that's the evolutionary, kind of how it was back in the day, or the evolutionary traits,
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know, that
Not
have
guaranteed a
remained.
meal in the morning.
Yeah, on the hunt. You wake up, you're hunting, foraging.
You gotta and
Looking
not
for food.
eating in the morning may give you more like motivation and focus you to do your tasks, so you can then that would mimic the hunt, I
Mhm.
guess, and then you have your meal at 6 o'clock, and there's
Yep.
something to be said for that. So
Yeah, I mean, and also like, it just seems like a rigid structure that was devised by, I don't know, accidentally, or maybe it wasn't accident. Who came up with 3 meals a day?
I
Is
feel
it
like what happened
Butterball?
was like maybe people were like, I'm kind of hungry in the morning, maybe we should eat
Yeah.
or something, and like somehow eggs got in there. Eggs probably had to be
Yeah.
first. Maybe the chicken farmers were like, have some eggs, good protein.
Yeah,
or
they
like
started selling their
eggs,
eggs to
bacon.
everybody.
Farmers were like, we gotta sell this shit.
It's all what it was.
but-
Sales, definitely.
Yeah, and it probably happened. Lunch, I'm not even sure about. Probably fast food.
Yeah.
But people probably ate lunch in the early days. But after when they got out, when we adapt, we try to improve and stuff. So when we got to the ability where we could eat whenever we want, kind of, it's really hard to turn that off in the brain and tell your brain
Yeah.
you don't have to eat right now, because the brain's like, what do you mean? There's all this nutrients. We need
Yep.
that. The nutrients, it's delicious too.
Yep.
Satisfies that part of your brain as well. So it's hard to get off of that. And one of the things with Neuralink with technology is if you could control that
Mm-hmm.
via your phone, that'd be weird if we could turn off certain parts of ourselves or
I love that.
not indulge in certain parts of ourselves. We're not going to be able to stop ourselves from doing that.
Yeah.
It's going to be a thing, and it may be detrimental to our evolution to turn off anxiety or to turn off anger and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Maybe people would just boost their productivity and lose something else. I don't know how that would go, but it's huge implications for society, psychology. It's kind of
Yeah.
cool. We're going
Yeah,
in
it's
interesting
fascinating.
directions.
Yeah, it's really. I mean, I hope we make it there. I hope humanity makes it or whatever it does.
Technology and
Uh,
drugs seem to be the two biggest,
Yep.
like the two ways that psychology and like mental health is going.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know which is either if either one is worse than the other or like better than the other.
Yeah.
They may both end up being pretty good for society as a whole.
Yeah. Yeah. And the first start of that was with. I mean, I don't know. Probably not Snapchat, but like when I was in. Oh my God, it was like junior year of high school or some shit, or maybe sophomore year or something. I don't know. Just noticed people just starting to take pictures of in class of like a funny them doing a funny face or like holding something and then like sending a message with it, and then like they get a picture of someone doing that and then they laugh and then they do it again. I'm like, what are you doing? And the guy was talking to me, he's, oh, it's called Snapchat.
The
I'm like,
beginnings.
all right. And then everyone just kept on doing that. Not everyone, but it was weird. I don't know. That's the first sort of merging with like technology or something. I don't know how to explain it even. Just the weird transition of that sort of happening. Without noticing it's kind of happening like right in front of our eyes. Very bizarre. And now maybe Neuralink is going to happen at some point.
It's exciting stuff.
Yeah, it's cool.
The technology.
Yeah.
And I don't know what's gonna come out of it, but it's cool.
Yeah.
To
I
me.
mean, if there are a lot of things about the human body, pretty much almost the entire human body, that are inefficient. I mean, the way we need to digest food for energy, and kill things so we can digest food for energy, and basically, all sorts of things happen, like diseases and whatever. If you could basically just have an augmented body but look pretty much the same you already do, but just have augmented insides, like replace your entire organ system with some sort of augmented artificial form that's more efficient. I think I'd do that.
I would too. And it's gonna be tough to stop people from doing that.
Yeah.
Especially when the benefits outweigh the risks of a brain interface.
Yeah.
And people are wary of everything, every type of technology that comes out, vaccines.
Yeah.
That you don't even have to talk about that.
Except for alcohol and cigarettes, no one cares about that.
They're like, hey, those could be good for you still.
Yeah.
Hey, we're holding out for information.
Need those.
There's like the contrarian on the other side.
Ridiculous.
It's like, this is actually good for you.
Yeah.
But I do not know. Is there going to be like competition between the people? You know how we have the Apple and Android superiority complexes?
Yeah, I don't get that.
And
It's
someone's going to get a Neuralink and someone gets a DARPA and
DARPA
something NT3 or whatever it's going to be called. They're like,
Yep.
my thing has way better bandwidth than yours.
God.
And then everybody's just going to be having mind fights and put their fucking fingers to their temples and do
Yeah.
stuff. Focus real hard on each other. And I don't know. I like to think about it, though.
Yeah, I mean, if you could, hopefully, maybe technology will solve the, probably not, but maybe it'll solve like the tribalistic instincts of humanity of like even
Maybe. If we
just
don't
like factions.
evolve that out soon, that's not obviously not going to happen over the next million or so years.
Nope.
But we can maybe speed that up.
Yeah,
If we mess around enough with science fiction stuff, we just kind of make it a reality somehow.
Yeah, if you
It's
could
really
like
cool.
get rid of racism via just that link, and just turn off the racist setting.
If we could turn off racism and create telekinesis in the same invention,
Yeah, no
then
more.
I see no downsides.
So you're
you know?
non-racist
how
telepath.
Yeah.
Be much better than a racist telepath.
An NRT.
NRT, non-racist telepath. But yeah, I mean, the thing is, getting rid of all that is only beneficial for humanity because literally,
Seemingly.
yeah, it's not gonna. What if no one's racist anymore? Oh my God, we came together. Wow, Americans no
The other
longer
way to
see
do that
people
is
who
to
are
have
not.
aliens land and then we all come together as a planet.
Yeah, they're gonna
like the
hopefully force
movies.
us together. Be like, yo, if you don't fucking come together, we're gonna annihilate the shit out of you guys, and it's gonna be over.
It'd be hilarious if the aliens cared about that.
Yeah,
That's
it's like, for some reason.
that's even more ridiculous, probably.
Yeah, it'd be so funny.
It's
And they're like
hilarious,
Earth terrarium that they have in their one house. That's probably what this
though.
planet
Behave.
is. Yay, they're doing it again. Damn it, they've gone to war in this area.
Flood.
It's hilarious. Yeah, put more water in there.
Fire.
Yeah, it needs more fire, more heat. Hilarious. But yeah, it's just
It's
as
a-
long as these are around, if humanity gets that technology, but the technology itself cannot cancel out the prejudice and the tribalistic stuff, then there will be a technological war. There will just increase our ability to do war on each other and harm each
more
other.
precise war.
Yeah.
And like precise technology. We went from like the atom bomb, which is horrific,
Yep.
to like more small scale horrificness.
Depleted uranium tip bullets now we use in Syria. America
Yeah.
uses that. But until also you have to convince a lot of Americans too that people outside of America are actual human beings as
Fact that
well.
They matter.
Because anytime you're like, oh my God, like 1 million Iraqi civilians died in the Iraq War, they're like, oh, it's, what? It's like what, 10
9/11
Americans per
happened.
person?
But
Yuck, yuck.
how did we get on this?
Well, just technology hopefully solving this problem of
yeah. Okay.
of everyone
Gotcha.
just literally not liking the other, solving that's what it is, basically solving the idea of the other, getting rid of that.
Yeah.
So
I like that, and it's important to be hopeful about that, and not.
I mean, I don't know if I am, but
Yeah,
be cool
I'm
to
not sure if you are
see.
either. Like taking an angle other than cynicism on this
Yeah.
is important, because on a lot of things. But because I worry about us speaking things into
yeah, I don't want
existence
to
a
do
lot,
that.
and like as a society, I guess when we put that on something, it could happen. Like
Mhm.
I don't even know what an example would be, but our science fiction
Yeah.
movies that are dystopian and shit, can we make some utopian ones that have happy endings?
Yeah, like
So,
Meet the
like-
Robinsons.
Yeah, Meet the Robinsons was cool.
That's a cool new
Um,
future that he fucking built, but no.
But like there's a lot of things that they could just, make a hopeful movie, so we invent a bunch
Yeah.
of cool stuff. Like Star Trek, I've never seen, but they had some sort of pre-cell phone thing that we kind of made into existence. We can't teleport with it, or like
Yeah.
we can't get
I don't know if
beamed
that's
up.
the thing.
That wasn't like what happened. I guess that was just a communication device.
Yeah.
We
I
invented
guess.
cell phones, which are way better than whatever they had there.
Yep.
And
Uh,
it's literally a matter of time before we figure out how to invent things, and we're not smart enough to figure out the. Well, maybe we are. I don't know, because if UAPs are American or of earthly origin, then we certainly are smart enough to build that kind of thing,
Yep.
which is cool. But it would take a mothership landing in New York to bring us all together, I think.
I don't even then would be like, the Christians would come out and be like, they're demons actually, and there's no
There
space.
would be a subsect of people that think they're demons, and there's going to be a lot of misinformation, and the media is going to do
Yeah.
a terrible job covering it. But
Yep.
would it even be up to the media if it was that obvious that there's a mothership right above New York? I feel like they can't even. They could tell us it's Russia all they want, but
people think the round Earth is NASA CGI.
this is true.
Some people. The planet's
Oh, the
pretty
thing
huge.
is, NASA edits photos to make them look more beautiful and like in 4K, and then they enhance stuff, and then
Smoking
people are
gun.
like, "This isn't even real." And it's like, well, that's
Go to
not
Wiki
true.
For my facts.
It's definitely real.
yeah.
It's just more colored in.
Yep. A little bit more vibrant in color.
So they
Yep.
take that to mean.
But yeah, I mean, the only
Something
thing that
else.
could happen, or the only thing that is good that could come out of that is maybe like the people who aren't prejudiced against like aliens or whatever, they just ignore all of the, the propaganda about aliens and see that they're just whatever. Maybe in the best case scenario they are just another being that wants to survive and has thoughts and feelings and shit, and wants to just I don't know, just have a good time with their life, have a nice existence, and then
Preposterous.
those people will hang out with those. It's like in Close Encounters of the Close Encounters of the Third Kind, I think. When he left the Earth, because he didn't like his, he didn't want to be with his family.
Oh, at the end.
Yeah, and he was actually able to probably go
Wait,
and
did he
leave the
leave, right?
planet. Yeah, he left with the
Oh,
aliens
yeah,
as
yeah.
the next people.
Oh yeah.
So because basically his family abandoned him, so he's like, oh whatever, I'll go with the aliens. Maybe
Yeah.
they're better.
There was Paul. He took.
Paul was great.
what's
What
his
if they're
name?
all Paul?
Paul was one of the best alien movies. It
Yeah.
really captures what we like about the subject.
Yeah.
And it's hilarious too.
Just a
Oh, what-
friendly, cool
Anything
alien.
funny happened in North Carolina?
Funny.
I saw a groundhog.
Yeah, that was weird. We did see a
Never
groundhog.
in my life have I seen a groundhog, and it like got up under
Yeah.
this tree and looked all angrily at us. It was just like mad that we spotted him or something, or
Yeah,
found
like,
its spot.
Yeah, dug out a little den under a tree and was
staring us
laying in the
down.
front, or the mouth of the den. It was pretty funny looking back at us.
You
Yeah,
know
I'd
what?
never seen a
I
groundhog.
had to look
Didn't know they were that small.
every night under like through the sheets and the pillowcases and the pillows, just checking for spiders, because I am
spiders,
not
yeah.
getting bit again by a spider while I'm sleeping.
Yeah,
And,
luckily no ticks.
Especially in a cabin type
Yeah.
type environment. I'm definitely gonna check. Yeah, there wasn't any spiders in the house, but
Luckily, yeah.
definitely outside there was like a wolf spider. It was like
Yeah, it was pretty
furry and
huge.
scary. So not gonna risk that crawling on me in the middle of the night and biting me in the middle of the chest, like in Long Island.
I guess.
Um,
But yeah, the wolf spider was weird because it went up into another spider's web. I'm like, do you know what you're doing, buddy? Like,
was not
what are you
scared at all,
doing?
I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. It was very odd. Ran up the wall. I thought it was caught in the web.
You never
Or
know if those
somehow even-
jump either, so I was like, I'm not getting close to this. Take a picture and risk it making a sound and the thing just jumping right at me.
Yeah, they can hop, but they can't really jump. I mean, they can, just go up in the air like a couple inches, but they're not like a jumping spider that can go feet.
He was on the wall though. What if he hopped off right onto my face?
Might have been the case, yeah, who knows? But I don't know if he was like trying to go and
They could
attack
swing on
you.
webs from building to building
Oh yeah, that's right.
throughout Queens.
Yep.
So, and
Seen it.
defeat all kinds of evil.
Yeah.
So, meanwhile, being evil, spider. I don't know if spiders are inherently
I don't
evil.
see him as evil. There was a spider in the car on the way back. It wasn't bothering me, but apparently had to go.
Did I kill him?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh yeah, I was like, the spider's coming right for it. Got him.
Yeah, I was like, oh, thanks.
He was coming right for your ears,
Hilarious. Oh, he was?
dude. Coming right for that neck.
Oh, was he like lowering down?
He was like just fucking coming over there. I don't know what he was gonna do, but how did I get him?
I don't know. He like, grabbed him with a paper towel or something.
Actually, I was taking a shit earlier. Do you
Pretty
think this
funny.
is a brown recluse?
Oh, you saw one? Was it
Well, I
in the
saw a
house?
little spider in the house. It wasn't a. I don't think it was. It had like a little bit of red on it.
No, I don't.
It's
think
it's
that's
not a
brown
recluse.
They're
but
typically like.
my
lighter
camera didn't
brown.
do a shit. It did a shit job. It was a little red on the legs. And
Nah,
then the
yeah, the
abdomen.
abdomen's a little too shiny. Typically like a
Yeah.
satin.
I was like, not taking a chance. I grabbed that one vase with the flat bottom on it and just.
Just whacked the shit out of it on
Oh,
that.
I just touched it on the wall and it was
Hilarious.
gone. I don't like killing insects. I try not
Yeah.
to, but if I can't transport it outside without potentially getting bit by something poisonous or venomous, then
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna either just leave it there and let someone else deal with it, or
That's what I do.
Yeah, or
So, meh.
or I'm just gonna smash it against the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, put it in the toilet.
Mhm.
So insult to injury,
Yeah.
sitting on a pile of shit.
You die and then land in the toilet.
That's great. So that was my morning.
cool.
Besides picking classes, I'm gonna take sign language, which is interesting.
Should you call a deaf person an asshole or something?
I get
Tell them a
canceled
joke.
silently, but
Make a deaf person laugh.
I would love to be able to tell. If I could get to a point where I could tell a joke in sign language, I think I've
How the hell would you
gotten
do
to
that?
a
That's
good
so
point
funny.
in a semester of language. But
First sign language comedian.
hey, you know what?
It's like, no, I can actually
first sign
hear.
language podcast.
Yeah.
Audio only.
Yeah, I just thought that all of a sudden there's, I noticed on TV that they're advertising this like untapped deaf people market that like I thought I'd go into.
You know what? You're right. They are doing that in a lot of commercials.
The deaf have money apparently after all the. I guess they don't spend a lot of medical bills on their deafness, like hearing aids or anything. How do
I
they
don't
have
know.
money? Do they just have great jobs? What? I don't know.
Translators.
So weird. Yeah, deaf. I mean, every single one of them is just like next to someone and mouth like hand signing.
Well, yeah,
That's
I guess they
all
wouldn't be
their
able to.
jobs.
Yeah. Well, I don't know how many are out there.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like how many deaf people really are there for you to take
you know,
money
doing
from?
construction, operating heavy machinery. Just
Yeah.
Someone's
Yeah.
yelling, turn it off, there's a person under there.
What? Give them all the loud jobs. Yeah, that I don't know if that's.
Someone's getting buried in the concrete. What do we do?
Just can't hear you. Oh my god. But yeah, how many like? It's so funny. It's like, okay, I guess they've tapped everyone else. It's like, all the other markets of people out of their money. So let's go for the deaf, and we'll go for like the legless too. Apparently, there's a legless market. Like, what is going on?
Is that the title of the podcast?
The
Deaf and
legless market.
The legless market.
That's hilarious. The legless something man that has an L. I don't know.
Wasn't there a
It was so weird. It's like I don't know how. I don't know if they like, because I mean, obviously, I forgot the name that the marketers had, that marketing people had for like gay couples, but obviously they don't typically have children a lot. And they
the
have
rich?
a lot of income. Well,
they
they don't.
I mean,
Yeah.
they would just look at them as like money to spend, I
Yeah,
guess.
it's like something no kid, something income no kids, high income no kids. I don't know what it is, but double
The
income no
childless
kids.
left.
Double income. Dinks, I think it's like double income no kids or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so there's like a whole thing.
had
They're
a
like,
slur
oh wait a
for it?
minute. Yeah, they have a slur for it.
Great.
Yeah,
Typical.
another one. They came up with yet another slur.
There wasn't enough slurs for
Nope.
the gay community.
There was
was
not.
there?
So leave it to the salespeople to come up
What
with
was it?
another
The
one.
BLT community.
Yeah, the BLT, the Black Lesbian Transgender Community. It was pretty. The
That was a
BLTs.
joke from our dad.
That was pretty funny. Yeah.
Pretty
Like,
good.
Yeah, but it was just so bizarre.
A play
like,
on the
I-
bacon, lettuce, tomato sandwich. Continue.
Yes, but it just shows like the awesome. One of the best sides, I think, truly the most encouraging and most humane sides of capitalism. Not liking a particular group, but still wanting to take their money.
Yeah. And I think we're a bit hypocritical too, because
Oh no, yeah.
we've shit on Subway a bunch of times on
Yeah.
this podcast. Probably more than anything, more than any other corporation. Subway,
Yeah.
because they're an easy target. You got Jared Fogle,
Well, they hired a. Yeah, they basically probably covered up
probably
a lot
the
of the
worst
stuff.
spokesperson hire in the
Yeah.
history of any corporation ever.
Who's another? I was thinking like someone's gonna be a spokesperson for someone.
Papa John. I mean, he
Yeah.
founded the company though. It wasn't like Fogle founded
Yeah.
Subway.
Yeah,
and
he
then
just like was fat,
he's
and they were
fiddling
like,
all those
"Wow, that
kids.
guy's fat."
Yeah,
Let's
that
make him
guy's fat and
skinny.
he fucking lost weight. Let's tell everybody he ate Subway, and did not fondle
Yeah.
anything. So, yeah.
I think he
they-
really lost the weight doing cardio, chasing the children around.
That
if you
was
think about it.
that was the official story actually. That was from the doc.
Oh my
uh,
god, punching down.
That was from the
so
30
much
for
fun.
30, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Um,
30 for 30. Jared Fogle. It's the black background. Oh my god.
It's like a dramatic.
So funny.
Yeah, but Subway also does not use real tuna in their tuna,
Or bread. in
or
the
real bread in their bread. So, there you have it. We ate tuna. We had Subway twice on our trip, and it was delicious twice.
I
So,
got it. I got
you know,
wraps,
You got you got spinach wrap. Actually, the first time I got a tuna sandwich, and they ran out of tuna, so the other half had to be turkey, which is fine. I don't care.
That's fun.
Um,
yeah.
It's not fish anyway. Or it's not tuna anyway.
Yeah, it's something else.
I was prepared for whatever they caught that day.
Yeah, isn't it like
in South Carolina.
41% of it or whatever is not? Or
59% of it, I guess, was tuna at one point, but then there was another sample taken. It was like, there's no tuna in here. This is 0%. At like it depended on the Subway.
Of
But
course. I bet the
yikes.
franchisee ones are the most shitty.
Do we think that the South Carolina Subway within a gas station had the best quality fish?
No. That's why I got chicken, because that's probably maybe chicken.
Probably.
But then I was like,
maybe,
if I
right?
get
and the
botulism
turkey was
shit.
probably maybe turkey. They should put that before every item on the menu. Probably maybe
Probably maybe turkey.
BLT.
Subway, eat fresh. I mean, I guess the spinach leaves looked fresh-ish. Like,
Yeah.
but it's basically you're trying to just the
And they changed their honey
vegetables-
mustard, I have to say.
Yeah, and
So
it's
good.
funny the spinach wrap. I've noticed like a fleck of spinach like throughout the thing, and it's kind of
It's
green.
mostly
So
tortilla and
I
then you
think-
get a little spinach.
yeah, I
mixed in.
think eating that whole thing might be like a leaf's worth of spinach.
They blend up one leaf for
Yeah,
each tortilla.
one leaf.
Oh my god. One
That's
leaf
pretty
of spinach
funny.
for each tortilla gets that speckled effect.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, but I mean, if humans literally just thought of like, well, I could go here and eat really quick, or actually, my body's got a little bit of some fat on it that I could eat instead. Like,
Yeah.
that's energy.
You know what the point someone raised on the internet is that we are literally on a planet that grows food.
Yeah.
A bunch of it,
Mhm.
like a lot. And we're running around doing taxes
Yes.
and working in an office job.
Yes. And paying
Monkey
for
suits
water and
on it.
paying for that
Paying
food.
for water.
Exorbitant
paying for that
prices
food.
for the food.
I guess we could grow food, but yikes. This
Oh
kind
yeah,
of gross
just
substance.
another.
We can eat
really
the
fun
ovaries
thing.
of the plants, and we don't. I guess we're doing a song, but
Capitalism
Yeah,
song.
but,
Just another fun thing about capitalism. Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
everywhere on Earth has the food that grows, and everywhere on Earth has these
Yep.
jobs and lives that are
Yep.
very far removed away from that. So
It's
not a.
eating the globe.
It's not- It's I mean, it's not just capitalism to blame. It's not just
No,
communism to blame. It's not
of
like
course
an economic system to blame.
It's
It's
humanity
the
itself.
choices that we've made along the way that have added up to this. It's not like we have all this, but in the interest of profit, we will say no to this type of lifestyle.
Yep.
It wasn't like a bunch of people around a table that got together and
The
said
Dutch,
this is how
actually.
it's going to be.
It's the Dutch.
You know, actually, yeah.
They literally did.
let me
Oh,
Google
this
it.
is a new form of economy. It's pretty crazy. The Dutch tulip, the tulip economy.
Oh well, yeah, that.
Well, they created
so-
modern day capitalism.
But still, at that point, they weren't just. I mean, there was a point where people were just harvesting food, living their lives,
Yeah.
and doing stuff.
Yep.
But yeah, we've strayed away from that
Yeah.
because, and it's not just capitalism. We have a huge population.
Mm-hmm.
We can't just grow food for everybody in
Yep.
in a normal way. We have to factory farm it, which then leads to capitalism. And then
Yep.
I mean, I don't know which came first, probably, but capital didn't help.
Nope.
But
Made a couple
It-
people nice.
in other ways,
Nice
it
and well
did,
off.
and there's a give and take. But we need to we need to still evolve and not stay within capitalism. Is the point?
Yeah, it's not
but
the end all
we're-
be all.
And it's only been it hasn't been that long.
Yeah, and that's look
So-
at what it's like already, which is crazy. It's
Well,
been like
I'm-
100 years.
I'm saying it hasn't been that long, so we're kind of on track.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
So like, if you look at it in the grand scheme of what we're doing, it's only been like a few hundred years
Yep.
or something, and so that's why I'm not like,
Yeah.
oh well, we should be at this point. We can be at this point, but should we be?
I don't know.
Like if you lower the expectations and look at humanity as a whole in the past couple thousand years, we're pretty on track. I think we'll figure it out.
I mean,
That's like,
I
just my
love.
viewpoint. I think we usually
Yeah.
figure shit out at the last moment.
I hope we do. I mean, that's it. We just be like, oh, I hope we do. Hope we do.
Yeah. Hope we do. Might as well.
It's the name of the podcast.
Might as
Hope
well
we
do it. Might as well do it. That's the name
Yeah,
of the podcast.
But I mean, the problem is, well, I mean, you can just
Nike.
name a bunch of problems, but of
well,
course,
yeah, we can name a bunch of problems
Yeah.
and not figure out any solutions, and then be
Yep.
like, oh well, we have all these problems and now no solutions. Now
Well, I
we're
mean, there are solutions, like massive downward redistribution of wealth, most likely.
we're about to get flagged for communism.
Oh yeah, that's right. Sorry, Karen.
Terrorism. Sorry.
People shouldn't be homeless. I'm a commie now.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that was another thing in North Carolina. There wasn't the absence of homeless people.
Nope.
For sure. That's every city in
Bunch of
America.
them in the
It
city.
fucking sucks. And now this eviction moratorium.
Oh yeah,
is
better
coming
see
to
more.
an end.
I got over that months
Unless-
ago, so
well-
I'm fine with it now.
Okay. Well, they're just gonna
Yeah.
probably put that back in. I
Yeah.
certainly hope, because there will be massive protests if they don't.
Yeah. They'll just
And I think
beat the
they're
shit out of them with the
accounting for
cops.
that. And it'll be ugly, and it'll be their fault. So,
Yep.
and people will blame the
won't be seen that
Democrats,
way.
and then
Yeah.
re-elect Donald Trump in 2024,
And
leading
boom.
to this whole snowball effect of the dictatorship finally forming.
And what's gonna be
You
funny?
can do that and extrapolate that, and
Yeah.
there's no point.
But
in
if
doing
it
that,
does
'cause
happen,
it's just gonna piss people off. And
Yeah.
It's just gonna piss you off
yeah,
for thinking that way.
that's why I have to change my thinking. Like I don't like my brain currently.
Well,
I
I'm
gotta
not saying
fix it.
Try something other than cynicism.
Yeah,
In a random moment, just be like, what's the opposite of that?
I should.
Just like follow that in
Yeah.
a comedic way, like try to come up or like
Happy
figure out a premise
comedy.
that way. There, it's available
Mm.
for the taking, and like it's not. And you could also put the cynicism
Yeah.
in there and shit, and it's like crafting a routine, I guess, that way. But I definitely think that thinking that way and trying to the actual act of like trying to do the opposite of what you would normally go to
Yeah.
thinking could be a helpful activity
Yeah.
or something like that. It's like
Okay.
habit forming though.
Yeah, I've
it
got to
takes-
really do it.
It's going to take a while, and like I'm definitely not just
Yeah.
positive all the time, and like and I can do that too, but it's
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an interesting thing, and it definitely permeates within everything we do.
Yeah.
Um,
Basically.
mindset, effort given
Yeah.
in things if we don't think it's gonna have an outcome that is beneficial,
Yep.
changes it all. Which is why that these kids right here,
Yeah.
that we're about to show
Yeah.
on the videos section of the podcast, have a sick setup. They're not worried about anything. They're just playing their game.
Yep. But one thing I was going to say that it's actually funny is what the joke is of it is Donald Trump, if he does win again, big if, I don't think he will. I'll say that to the universe now. But like he'll be even crazier and his
No doubt.
fans will be even more delusional
No doubt.
and the Democrats will lose to an even more fucking hilariously crazy guy.
No doubt.
Because all they'll have is Kamala Harris. Because
It would be. I actually do. I'm interested in learning who they're gonna run, because they're already
Who?
at the point where they're like, well, we can't run Kamala.
yeah,
They're like, well,
because
we can't
she's-
run Joe Biden. Certainly, he was. I think we all knew he was gonna be a one-term
yeah.
president. I don't think he'll run again. I'd be shocked if he was like, we're taking this to a second term. I'd be very shocked. And with Kamala Harris, I don't think she has the love of the people.
No one likes her.
So they're in a bind, and they have gotten themselves in a bind on
Yeah.
with no help from anyone else. Just is all them.
It's the funniest thing ever.
It is, but it's potentially going to affect us. But
Yep. Which is hilarious. You got to
we'll
laugh
see.
at the comment.
I don't know if Trump will even run. We have to
If
see,
he
'cause it's
survives.
2021.
Yeah.
It's a long ways away. If we looked at the polls in 2017 to figure out what was going to go on in 2020, we'd be completely lost and
Yeah.
unable to predict that. So it's
Yep.
going to be a waiting game, and the events that take place
They're gonna be
over the
hilarious.
next year is going to be what does it.
Yeah.
And decides that, or over the next 3 years, really.
Yeah.
So plenty can happen. It's weird to even speculate now, but we certainly
Yeah,
can,
pretty
and
much.
it's fun.
It's so fun. I mean, like, and they're like trying so hard maybe to figure out how to beat a clown. Like
Right.
literally a guy with no policy. They're like, oh my god, oh man, he's such a threat to us.
They
It's like,
can't
what?
defeat the guy that doesn't have a single policy,
It's so funny.
but has a ravenous fan base that he knows
Yeah.
how to rile up.
And dude, you know what? I saw this fucking shit. He was the Stop the Steal.
Mm.
We talked about like how much money potentially he made off of his fans like that. $75 million.
it's
He
hilarious.
spent none of it on campaign stuff. He
That's
took it for
hilarious.
himself.
And
It's
they're gonna
amazing.
see that and justify it.
Yeah,
somehow.
they'll be like, well,
They're like he
he's
needs
fat.
it.
He's
He's
fat
the Fuhrer.
German.
But these guys right here,
They're fighting
they
together.
know how to have fun in their situation.
Yeah.
Gago, part 2 na naman to.
Yeah. Playing a little Pong. They got
Is
the
it
outlets
Pong?
up top. See?
What kind of computers are these?
I have no idea, but
It's
all
like a
the
TV. Oh, The Grudge.
Oh, jeez,
Inang
I didn't see that part.
yan.
nice chairs.
Whatever that Japanese shit was. They're
He's sitting on it.
Go Fairlies.
Are they playing COD?
Oh, I think they are,
Is that
yeah.
Warzone?
They're playing COD. Literally, I've never seen this technology before.
I've never seen it either.
I'm
But
an
they're smart for
American.
having all the shit up top and none of the cables and
Yeah. I'm an American.
Electronic
I'm limited to what I'm allowed to buy in this country, so I don't know anything else about the technology that exists outside of it, so I apologize.
yeah. I wish we were allowed to buy this.
Yeah, it looks great. It's waterproof.
Yeah,
Fucking,
that's a good point.
yeah. They're very confident there.
That's a nice
Apparently
headphones
it's very
too.
nice. Yeah.
Sick.
Hilarious.
See, I
That's
like
so
it. I mean,
funny.
they're in nature. They're getting outside.
They're hungry. They can just reach in the water, grab a fish, and eat
Yeah,
it.
it's really the perfect
Yeah.
situation. You're in a relaxed environment. Who
Yep.
knows if it's warm or not? They're
Yeah.
pissing in there. But is that what's on the ceiling there? Is that a monkey crawling
Yeah,
around?
probably. Well, certainly. Also, if you feel like you're losing too much, you can just push your computer and end it for everyone.
Yeah.
That
You
too.
could-
So you got the
If
ultimate
you're-
power.
If someone's like screen peeking, you could just splash them.
Yeah, splash him and he gets electrocuted. It's like that's what you get.
And it's a simple game.
Nampanad or whatever.
That's not a dip. Type
Akmanand.
of dip.
I just tried to.
It's
make it-
tapenade, never mind.
So that's what you get tapenade.
Beautiful chairs though. The furniture looks like
It's
it's
quite nice.
Those were around a dining table, and the parents are not going to be happy.
It's really fun when
They
people
get-
breathe like.
They'll be like,
trying to,
"What are you doing in the
what is
water
he
room?"
even- Yeah, get out of the whatever this is.
The office.
That is so funny. What are you doing in my office? Got a bicycle back
In my
there?
study.
Yeah.
Is this Michael Phelps'
Are
office?
those Acers? Yeah, they probably are. Yeah, Michael Phelps.
Gago
my God.
tataas na nga yan.
This is where they thought Obama was during the, or the Bush was during the Obama administration when he got Bin Laden.
Yeah.
Probably.
This is what Bin Laden was doing. This is how they trained the next
Yeah.
thing. There, see what they're doing?
Those are like
Those are
light up
simulations.
background keyboards too.
Oh, that's a good one. Those are RGB. You know,
Jesus.
they're training though. They're training for
That
the
is so
next
funny.
next event.
But
But
one of them wearing a Seattle Seahawks national champ or Super Bowl champion shirt.
something like that. All the Bills Super Bowls from the 90s.
Hilarious. Oh my god.
Yeah, but we've played video games before.
Yeah,
we never
not,
played
not
like
as
that.
hardcore as that, but we played. I've kind of gotten bored. Like video games suck now.
Yeah, they don't
Jeez.
really. I mean, Fortnite when that whole craze went on, we were playing it. It was good. The colors were nice. We were able
Yeah.
to play with our friends and stuff. Modern Warfare or Warzone, I guess is good. They just don't update it. It gets repetitive and boring.
Yeah, it's just like, all right, cool, let's go over here and die a bunch and maybe
Yeah, I don't wanna
shoot
do
someone.
that. Maybe when GTA 6 comes out, we'll play games.
Yeah, finally, come on. I want to start my.
I think
Meth
people
lab
need to
back up.
stop playing GTA 5 already and like protest the shit because it's been out for like 10 years.
Yeah, like the fanboys of the game are just so. I mean, it's literally not updatable at this point. You cannot add. I mean, they're like trying to update the graphics and it looks a little better from the original game, but it's so ridiculous. What the hell are you guys doing? Milking. Obviously, it's a cash cow. Why would they stop? They're
They
making
keep like
so much money.
they're like, "Oh, new heist is in the thing."
And everyone's like,
Oh
oh,
my
yeah.
God. Why are you guys still playing this game?
Apparently,
Like,
it fucking works. Yeah, because like people.
the loading screens alone would have made me quit that game long
Insane.
ago. You start up the game, you go make lunch, eat it, take
Yeah.
a shit, and I don't know, talk to a couple people on the phone. Then you could play the game because it may be loaded up.
Break up the big video game industry
Break
so
them
they're
up right
forced
now.
to compete. That's what Bernie Sanders wanted for the banks. He's a real capitalist, if you ask me, making them compete with each other. And everyone's like,
Imagine that.
no
Competition would be good.
Yeah.
You want to see the tussle of the week?
I want to see it because it was actually a pretty good tussle of the week. These guys
Yeah,
are mad.
we've been messing around,
Yeah.
getting like fake fights for the tussle of the week.
Time to start ripping the Italians. I'll start with the first one. Did you know that they helped the Nazis? Okay, let's go. Someone threw. You go.
Someone put pineapple in the pizza.
Yeah. Someone threw an extra, like, 1 clove of garlic in the sauce instead of salt and only tomato.
It's got too much flavor.
Oh, put the basil in this sauce. We know that. What is this, Tuscany?
Oh, that was a good punch.
That was a good one, yeah.
Oh, he's got a
He's using
shovel.
the pizza. Oh my
Oh,
God!
sideways. Oh, shit.
Someone has been killed. Okay, I think a murder
No, he's
happened.
fine. Oh, that guy's getting
Man,
held down by two
northern
people.
Italians, the blonde ones, they really.
Oh, wow, Sicilian.
Yeah, Sicilians hating the northern Italians.
A
He's got
ladle.
a ladle.
This is classic now.
Very classic Italian guy fighting with a ladle. That's
This guy's getting
hilarious.
choked and hit in the head with
Yep.
a ladle.
Oh my God. He's like, I don't even want my pizza.
This is the good old days. This is, what it was like. 80s New York. Got the Italians.
Yeah, this is what you gotta love about New York. I mean, the city where people just love each other so much for being New Yorkers that they want to beat the shit out of each other.
They just want everybody to enjoy the right piece of pizza.
Yeah,
Somebody orders pineapple and ham. This is what happens.
yeah. I mean, that seems like a funny thing to do just to piss everyone off. Maybe I do that
Yeah.
in the next pizza parlor or whatever we go to in New York.
I
If we
actually
ever
like
go there
pineapple and
again.
ham. I'm a fan of it. I don't care what anyone
I
thinks.
don't like
it's good.
sweet cheese.
It's good. And last night in the 100-meter Olympic thing that everybody's been waiting for, an Italian guy won.
Yeah,
Of
it's really weird.
Of all the things, an Italian guy, just I don't know, like you got USA, Jamaica,
Yeah.
Nigeria, the Bahamas. They're all right there, and this fucking Italian guy just goes right by him. He's really tan.
How
No,
racist.
no. He's not a New York Italian, obviously. He's
Probably New
he's
Jersey.
actually from Texas. It's an American guy, or is a guy from Texas moved
Yeah.
to Italy. He's representing Italy in the Olympics, but
Oh.
a Texas Italian,
That is literally like
so fast
and racist.
and racist. That's one of the
Yeah.
most racist combos you could probably have.
I think
right?
so. Texas Italian. I mean, what is there? What else?
Tex Italian.
Like Texas. I don't know.
I don't know. That's
Texas South African. That's a doozy right there. or South Africa, or like an Italian who moved to South Africa
Texas.
from Texas. My God, that's
But
just like liquid racism.
It was weird. Nobody thought that guy was about to win. He didn't look like a sprinter really, but
Nope.
he is the fastest human on earth apparently.
Yeah, he looks
at
like
this
he just
point in
goes to the gym and works out.
Yeah.
Eats spaghetti.
And gym tan laundry track.
Yeah.
Gym tan laundry track.
Yep. GTLT.
GTLT. GTTL, maybe track and then laundry.
I think
You
so.
do the laundry and then run track.
Yeah, get
Crazy.
your clothes all nice and good smelling, and then stink them up again. Hilarious.
I don't remember what this video is.
You gotta pee.
Oh, now I do.
Yeah.
I don't
This is
like.
this
I still
guy-
hate the TikTok things where they do the voiceover.
Yep.
So
Prepare
just
yourselves. This is a
like-
TikTok, and also I think we already said that they've ruined the landscaping stuff.
yeah, landscape sucks too. That's another thing about TikTok.
But here's a
This
woman
is
trying to
potential.
sexually assault a
Everyone
man.
wants to be a drummer until
Until this, what the hell is
She's
going
drunk. She's like, ah.
on? Ugh, alcohol breath. I don't like you.
Back to the drums.
So go away.
Yeah.
My drums. She's like, have you rejected ma?
She can't understand. She gets pulled
Her
away by her
romper.
friend. Watch her friend pulls her back.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Eventually, she just can't believe it.
Can't believe she's been rejected.
She's still standing there all awkward.
It's like, but I'm drunk and annoying. Hilarious.
Maybe that happened in the beginning.
everyone until
Someone get the giant cane
See
that
this
pulls
again.
people off the
She
stage.
comes up. She's like, I'm just gonna kiss you now.
Like, the guy's like, no, I don't think so. I'm just kind of trying to play. That's the funniest sounding shit.
I can't. Where's the part where she gets drunk? There. Her friend's pulling her.
She's just like looking at him awkwardly. That's hilarious. Oh my God, get your romper out of here.
Yeah.
A
I would wear
romper.
that.
I mean, it looks probably.
It's probably
the
got
thing-
some air flow.
What Khabib was wearing. I think we already said this.
Yes.
But like the Muslim garb, the thing is, I'm not,
Love
you
it.
know, I don't like the Islamic religion. Obviously, it's not peaceful as they say, no matter what. Because the second you insult a peaceful Muslim, they're like, they just go fucking crazy.
well,
It's
yeah,
hilarious.
it's pretty general. But go.
But
Continue.
they're the clothing that they wear. I mean, it's got to be comfy.
Incredibly comfy. Like the airflow.
Oh my God,
It's gotta
having
be
a pair
nice.
of underwear on and only that garb on.
You don't need underwear for that.
Yeah,
No, I'm kidding. You do.
probably not. I mean,
Um,
the Scottish don't wear underwear. We saw in this podcast.
That's
that
true.
They don't do that.
That's evidence right here on this podcast.
Yeah, but that looks
Uh,
comfy as shit.
Whatever that is, it's probably cashmere. You know, a nice
I bet.
silk.
Yeah.
Would wear.
But a romper, I mean, and also that was a great. That was another social experiment, kind of the romper, the himper of how much freedom Americans really think we should have.
Do they still sell those?
They probably do, but like really, the freedom crowd really hated that one. That was really interesting.
Yeah, they were
moment
like,
for
we don't
me.
like this.
It's like I thought we could wear what we, and they're always like, pull your pants up, don't
Pull your
express
pants
yourself.
up. Don't say things like that.
Yeah, it's like wow, the freedom.
We
guys
don't like
are really
slang for some
against-
reason. I don't
Yeah.
understand that at all. I mean, some of them sound stupid, but slang is not new. People are like, these days everybody just takes these words and does this.
Yeah,
This is literally one of the
Yeah.
first things that we learn how to do as a society is like evolve language.
it pisses me off because I've like got some whatever. I don't know. I just don't naturally gravitate toward humans being great. So I just like I don't. It annoys me when people come up with slang. I'm like, can't we just use the word that's already there? Like, why are we just?
shorten the word? And like sometimes there's no
Yeah.
point, and sometimes it doesn't make a lot of sense, but
Yeah.
it's gonna enter the lexicon anyway because people like it.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, like Shakespeare. The
Yeah,
thing is, like
invented
these idiots who like the swag guys. They think they're all cool saying swag. That word is 500 years old. Swagger.
And now it has a new meaning
Yeah.
or whatever, and it's like that's
Like-
that's what happens.
But it's so. And also, it's like wow, how fucking unoriginal too. It's just like you got to take something that already exists.
This is
like
what came up when I searched romper. It's just
That's not
a Thanos.
weird. But like
thing.
taking a word and just like giving it 5 new meanings is like, do we really have to do this? Can we please just like words are already difficult enough for people to learn? I mean, the thing is, like, it doesn't look whatever that is. It doesn't look like it's an uncomfortable thing.
Yeah.
All you're doing is making yourself unpantsable.
That's true.
So-
That's the real reason they don't want it to be out there. These are just a bunch of people that like pantsy
Yeah.
people, huh?
Well, you know, conservatives or Republicans, as I call them, the closeted homosexual party or whatever, or the
There you
deeply
go.
racist
That-
closeted
That's
homosexual. I mean, I
I
can't
can
argue. It
argue
looks
color.
comfy, you know.
It does. You get the short shorts and you got
And like
Well,
we don't make fun of, we don't rip on janitors like, ha ha, you got a long romper on, a
There you go. That one
jumpsuit.
looks
Like
nice. That's got it long sleeves.
that's
and
just a
shit.
jumpsuit, basically.
Yeah, it is. It is a jumpsuit. So
it's
a romper is a short, a cut off jumpsuit.
I'm pretty sure that's literally all it is. Just it looks like all it is a short sleeve jumpsuit, and they're like, oh, look at these girly boys or whatever. It's like, oh my God, once again we just see the freedom guys are here to judge us all, here to judge everybody. The freedom guys. Oh my God. Pretty much if you see someone with a freedom shirt on, you can guarantee that if you tell them something that you like to do, they'd be like, that's ridiculous. Don't do that. Here in America, we don't do that.
I just feel like when you have a conversation with somebody one-on-one, you can convince them. They're not going to be as
Oh, yeah.
ridiculous as they are on the internet.
Like one gun guy with his 57 guns wanted to EP or EMP the government. He was, oh yeah, this guy.
This is a dude in Minnesota that I guess just rents an Enterprise truck and terrorizes this town.
Yeah.
And they don't do
Still-
anything about it.
Yep. It's like the guy in
They said
Pet
it may be a
Cemetery.
cop. It may be a disgruntled police officer or something, but
it could be.
there's obviously not a lot. He just kind of does donuts in his truck.
Yeah. Well, it's weird. Why doesn't it just like shoot someone like a regular cop does? If they're disgruntled.
Maybe he's more silly than the other ones.
Okay. Well, this is certainly a more silly way to do things,
Yeah.
and I appreciate
I'm all in
his
favor of
zaniness.
silliness.
Yeah.
I think
what
it's
is-
something we need more of.
Yeah, I mean, driving around, doing anything with something that's not supposed to be done with it is funny. Like, you know, taking, or it's like doing anything, like taking a banana and pretending it's a gun that's sometimes funny or whatever. That used to
It's
be
also
funny.
demoralizing to call someone or tell someone they're being silly when they're being completely serious.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Next time you're ever in an intense argument with anybody, maybe in political stuff, just tell them it's silly.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
then
be like,
watch and see how, what
You're
they
being
think of
silly
your,
right
yeah.
now, right?
Show what you
Come
think of
on.
your freedom to use the word silly means to them at that point. And there he goes.
That argument is just silly.
Yeah.
It doesn't even matter what you're talking about.
It is
Like,
silly. Anything. Could be
it's
just
just silly.
Tell Neil deGrasse Tyson. You are silly, Neil.
In my opinion, that's just silly.
Neil. Imagine knowing Neil deGrasse Tyson. Like,
Calling him
what's up,
Neil."
Neil?
First name. Is that the same intersection too?
That's hilarious.
What?
Why does Enterprise rent a car? Well, why do they let him keep renting this truck? So I'm not. I need to move stuff this time. I promise.
They can't get the guy?
And he just like, and apparently this goes on in months in Minnesota with all the technology we have. They can't track this guy down, and that says something to the balance of these trucks. Look at
Yeah.
that. Can't
Wow.
flip it over. He's trying to. Not even two wheeling.
That's actually pretty impressive. You know?
That makes me less scared to be around those. Honestly.
And he beeps.
Yeah. Not the fact that he's hauling ass everywhere. But this is like, I was going to say, it's like the guy in Pet Cemetery who just kept on driving a tanker
Yeah.
truck down the road. And no one,
Million
like...
miles an hour.
Yeah, and like, was that even in the book? I hope it wasn't, because
It probably was a pretty big part of the book.
no one, like, called anyone and got a cop out there to stop the guy. Because he's going, like, 70 with a tanker truck down, like, an old country dirt road
That
past
happens, I
houses that...
guess.
Yeah. Be like, hey, there's a guy who, like... is really going fast on this road, and maybe we should, call someone to do it, or put like spike strips down, so maybe he,
No, they were like, hey, little kid, I don't know, play in the road or whatever.
go
We're
out
going to go have lunch.
Man, I was so close to seeing that one time. Someone a kid getting creamed.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
there was
shit.
is of course working at a place that probably shouldn't be named on here, but the Podium Job.
Mm.
Classic Podium Job. Basically a greeter. You're at a thing. You're like, hey, how's it going? What's up? Hey, what's up? How's it going? How you doing? Good. How you doing? And you just look out the door for like whatever. But there's a kid that ran out, and of course in this area it's just basically front of everyone's seen a front of a store in this country where basically just have the crosswalk and the doors and whatever, and street going by with the cars.
Mhm.
The kid just bolts out the door, and the dad barely gets him before he goes in the street, and a car goes by at like 20 miles an hour. It's like, holy shit. I almost just
Yikes.
saw a kid get killed. Pretty
Man,
crazy.
the only
Wow.
time I've almost seen like a kid get killed, and it's not like a
It's a great way to end it.
yeah, jeez. And this this is probably, I mean,
This is
when
not
we were
the
like
end.
10 or whatever. Do you remember when we were jumping off that, or we weren't jumping off the bridge, but people were jumping off the bridge at
Oh,
Blanchard
yeah.
Park,
Yeah.
and there's like a big lake, or like the Econ River, I think it is.
Yeah, it just
but
like flows through there.
yeah, you could jump off the bridge into this thing. It's very, very scary looking when the water's flowing over this giant pipe
brackish.
below the thing. You don't even know what's
Yeah.
there. You don't know if you're gonna get stuck in some pipe or
Yeah.
like area. There's metal.
Could be
There's rusty
trees
metal,
under
there's,
there.
There's all kinds of weird shit
Yeah.
going on. Sucker fish that are
There's
like
snagged lures.
yeah, and alligators. So you jump off this one side and you swim over to where there's a ladder that's like also rusted metal in the concrete, and if you can somehow reach the first ring of the ladder, you can maybe climb the rest of the way up. And they were doing this, and then there was an alligator coming, and they're all trying to get out of the water. There's like 3 people in the water.
Yeah.
Alligators coming right behind them, and it's like getting close. Luckily, it wasn't hungry because it was going very slow, and they're like climbing up the
Yep.
ladder, and one of the ladder things broke.
Oh
The
yeah,
first
it
one,
fell out. Yeah.
and like you couldn't get up to the thing, and this alligator's just sitting. It didn't attack them. It was like kind of just sitting there, like y'all are dumbasses, man.
Yeah, it was
I
just
could
like
eat you.
investigating.
But I think they all got out and no one
Yeah.
got eaten. But jeez, that was crazy. Did you? I can't remember. Did you ever jump off?
No.
I didn't. Jump
I
off
mean,
the shit either.
we saw him doing it. We were like, hey, look at those idiots. Let's watch
Yeah.
what happens. Basically,
It was
that's
like,
like my reaction when I see
wow.
people doing that.
Insane.
Yeah, absolutely nuts. Have we talked about? I don't know if we have. We probably talked about the white deer that we've seen.
Oh yeah. I
Have we
think
even
a little
mentioned
bit.
that on here?
We may have, but there's a sick white deer outside.
Yeah, not like ill or anything. Or that's also a word.
Sick
They're
as
cool
in
now.
rad.
See, this is also here's the issue I'm
Disgusting
talking
means
about.
it's awesome.
This is what I'm talking about. Okay, a sick deer. It's like, oh, what is it, like mad cow disease or something? It's a permanent or like
No.
wasting syndrome. No,
Words mean different things.
it's cool, bro. It's like, oh, okay.
It's
Like it was-
nasty.
Yeah, it was
It's an
nasty. Oh,
awesome
like what?
move.
It was covered in shit or something like that. It
Well,
was
if you live under a rock for like
Yeah.
the last 30 years, then yeah, it would
Yeah.
seem pretty ridiculous to call that. But
But yeah, I mean, I stooped myself down to the level to go into society, be like, oh yeah, yo.
to be able to communicate with everybody.
Yeah, and then you
else,
come back into your house and be like, all right, cool. Get all that off. Ugh. All right.
I don't know. I think it's weird.
I think
But,
it's very bizarre. Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
but yeah, the
language
white-
is a thing that exists. I don't.
Yep.
People get a lot of racist people. I guess like, someone speaking a different language. Oh no, who
Yeah.
gives a absolute fuck?
I just hate. I want to eliminate language because it
Eliminate language.
it's basically it's ambiguous. Like there's so many issues and things that happen because no one knows each other's language. And you're just basically that's another thing. Like having words complicate shit. If basically one of the things that well, once again back to Neuralink, if it gets rid of the need to use words and you could just communicate exactly what you're feeling.
Yeah,
So
that is
basically-
interesting. That if that happens,
Yeah. So like if you have a person who speaks like, I don't know, Chinese only or whatever it is, or Spanish only, and you cannot communicate because you just happen to not speak that language.
you kind of just communicate with your pure,
Yes.
unfiltered emotion and feeling.
Yes, if he's looking for like, I thought of it this way: if you're in like a store and he's looking for a hammer, you can communicate the feeling you get when you're driving a nail into wood or whatever it is that you associate with building something that
Maybe.
gives you the thought of hammer or some
I was
shit
thinking
like that. I don't know.
like in a terrible or like in a situation where I don't know, you can't. There's a guy from the Middle East or something that has been through some crazy shit, and then you have you're trying to communicate that
Like
to
Minnesota.
somebody else, and like to another adult that's maybe been through some shit that's fought against Middle Eastern people or
Yeah.
something, and then you get them to communicate. They can communicate everything that they saw or heard, all their feelings that they had about that situation
Yeah.
to another person in only like a split second is pretty impressive. And like if they could do that, that takes away like all of the like barriers between empathy, I think, between
Yes.
people, and that could really change shit.
Yeah.
That would be impressive because we already have to go through the filter of our brain when we're trying to think of things, and then through our mouth when we're trying to articulate things, and like that shit gets lost in translation. So
Yeah.
that would be incredible. But I don't want people in my head.
No, I
And
don't want
it's-
that either.
That's another thing with the social media and the TikTokers. People are gonna be like, you need to be in your significant other's head. Who knows what they're thinking?
Yeah, the
Like-
bitches who like to grab your phone when you're not looking to like
Code
your fucking
the control
password.
it, like the relationship
Yeah.
strain will be interesting to see.
God, having like a
But-
joint phone.
Yeah,
We
joint-
share a
we
phone.
share our Neuralink.
It's like, oh yeah,
like
joint
your-
Facebook accounts already a thing.
Well, that, but
Couples.
even on another thing, then you have joint thoughts.
yeah,
And that's not good.
joint thoughts.
I'm having joint thoughts right now.
Kind of am. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe
But-
smoke a hand-rolled cigarette.
Yes. Yeah. But
Tobacco only. I love
Tobacco,
tobacco. I want it.
Yeah.
Give me only tobacco.
if you, I mean, smoking other things than tobacco, you could end up like this water.
You're a terrible person, is what you are. You know.
End
Real
up like
pieces
this
of
waterhead.
shit. Yeah.
You ever
Literally
go
waterhead.
into Home Depot and
some rascal?
just want to get up on the woods?
Yeah. He's trying to get. He's probably just trying to get the best wood.
I didn't even hear that joke. I think we didn't watch this very loud, but let's hear this guy again.
Boners.
He got splinters.
Sounds like Johnny Pemberton.
Did I not go back fast enough? Far enough?
I don't think he did. Good one.
Huh, thanks.
But he's like tweaking hard up there, though. You see him like
He was
spazzing
like-
out for a second.
Yeah, what is that?
Crack punches.
That he doesn't get splinters.
Great way to end a joke.
That's another reason to just, have employees there to show people where things are, I think.
Yeah, because this guy was trying to find the plywood.
Yeah.
And
Wound up on.
we've all
on
been
that.
here.
Yeah, I've been stuck. in
And
Home
why
Depot.
does with this perspective, doesn't it look like he's a giant?
Yeah, he really does look big.
What is that? Like,
It's like just a big white guy on cracks. Is this Orlando?
there was another video of it. It probably is.
He's gonna go through that window.
And like,
Through that window.
What
guy's
was this
got, like,
police
COVID.
officer gonna do?
yeah, the cops are. It's all right. The
Shoot
cops
him
are
down.
here." Yeah, shoot him. That's what they
Spider-Man.
basically are good for.
Spider-Man.
Whenever you need someone shot, just call the cops.
Holy shit!
And
trying to turn on-
Boom. A lot of water pressure. And didn't someone describe that this water is, disgusting and rusty and probably full of lead from the
Apparently,
pipes?
it smells
Leached.
It's a very foul smell because it's just sitting there.
Yeah, it's rotten,
for
nasty water.
the longest time because there's not really. I mean, unless there's a fire,
Mm-hmm.
it's just sitting there. I think it's one of the other things. It's like reclaimed water or something, so it's not the best.
Yeah, that's why fire hydrants are like brown, shitty water coming out of them most of the time. And that's why also they have to like release, I guess, the water and to test them. But yeah, they have like that nasty buildup and all the metals and stuff leaching from the pipes.
Yeah.
So that's like some and high pressure too. So it probably shot it like right into his eyes and everything.
Mouth.
Yeah, but he doesn't care 'cause he's probably peaking. See, we have no idea. Like people have no idea what the true crack experience
Completely
is.
sober.
Yeah,
right
that's
there.
the thing.
That's,
he could
he
be
was just looking
just
for plywood.
yeah, he could literally just be shopping. And maybe he's not on crack, but like we just assume people are on drugs because everyone is on drugs.
Well, when you have behaviors like that, it seems a little drug induced. How about these logs? They cost so much money now.
yeah, 'cause we
That's
keep
just
on-
what I see in the comment section. All these logs cost so much money now. I can't even get no logs. But I
Can't
guess
get no logs.
wood is costing a lot more. Allegedly, the wood prices have skyrocketed.
It
or
was
something.
probably less of it now. We're
Um,
just cutting down trees all the time. Can't replace a tree.
Yeah,
how you gonna grow it?
You plant it right back.
It
Plant
takes like
right in the
30
place.
years for it to grow back, though. I mean, we cut down trees faster than
We
that.
got good fertilizer.
Yep.
Only 27 years now.
Yeah. So I mean,
I really would love to see a breakthrough in fertilizer where you could grow a tree in
like
a
bone
week.
meal from Minecraft.
Yeah.
If there's an actual thing like that, the real replacement for wood is going to be hemp composite, probably.
Maybe.
Yeah. I just hope I'm.
And we can grow hemp, I guess, anywhere in the nation. I think at this point,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool. But yeah, maybe it will. Other manufacturing processes are being, I guess, invented and stuff. Other types of things like that. But I like it. Was there anything about North Carolina we didn't talk about?
Probably a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
'cause, I mean, we're
was
probably gonna
so-
be finding things to,
Yeah.
like little tidbits of it in other podcasts too, which is fine. We don't need to, I guess, say every detail about what we saw. It was just an awesome experience.
Yeah, it was great. Unfortunately,
I love
we
it.
didn't see any like elk or extreme
Nah.
like any. We didn't see
I
like huge fauna or anything like that. We did see like I guess, well, not really super fascinating birds, but the salamanders were cool.
Very
I
cool
always enjoy
hummingbird.
seeing those. Yeah, the hummingbirds were neat.
I've never seen him like hover like that in person. I don't
Yeah,
think,
me
like, up
either.
close.
Yeah.
Just while we're eating, we're like one of the lasting things will be we're at this like brewery on a creek.
It was great.
We
a
had
great
a nice
atmosphere.
pizza, some beer. We're not really like huge drinkers, but
I have a
got
cider
some
every
beers.
now
Yeah,
and
ciders.
Two
try
ciders.
try some stuff. Sitting at the table, there's a nice, huge like species of beetle that we don't know what it was. It was just on a tree.
Yeah, I couldn't
uh,
really find it anywhere. I'll have to whip out the
Fireflies.
bug encyclopedia.
around.
Yeah, lightning bugs or whatever they call them in the south.
Pretty fun.
I call them fireflies. I've always called them that.
Yeah, lightning bugs, fireflies, I guess.
Lightning bugs.
We see something like that, we're like, wow, that's beautiful. Let's put it in a jar.
Yeah, let's capture it.
Use it. No, but it was really cool, and the cabin was nice. It was cozy. Had a balcony. Balconies are awesome.
Cozy cabin.
Didn't get bit by
balconies.
any spiders, or we didn't get poison ivy.
No mosquitoes. Yeah, even though poison ivy was everywhere.
Lack of mosquitoes was impressive.
Yeah.
I maybe got bit a couple of times the one night, but other nights nothing.
Yeah, I think I saw a deer fly, but no
Yeah.
other ones.
Didn't really get bit on the trails or anything.
No.
Next time we will. I saw some of the things on all trails. That if we go to some of these ones early in the morning, we'll see elk like come to either drink from water or cross a river in the morning or something. If we get up, so next time we go, we'll do something like that. See some more wildlife.
Yeah, like pack some food, just skip breakfast. And that was another thing.
Yeah.
It's just so like crowded most of the places
the
to
restaurants.
eat. So it's kind of a waste of time once again eating.
Yeah.
Don't
eat anything ever. That's if you get anything from this podcast.
Yep.
Don't ever eat. It's bad for you.
Yeah, I mean, just eat better food, or if you can't. Well, the thing is, like, that's also a thing. It's like just another gimmick of just like, oh my God, you gotta eat something. So people buy like McDonald's thinking they need to eat right now.
Yeah,
Or
and
quick.
we're like, oh, it's lunchtime. We have to eat. Let's just make this 2 hours.
Yeah, let's make it
Just
2
get
hours.
through
I have to pee real quick, so we
Oh,
can't
it
make this
ain't
2 hours.
No
Let's take
problem
a
with
break.
that. We're gonna take a break real quick and then make it 2 hours. All right, we're back.
Yep.
I feel good. You feel good?
Yeah, I feel
Pete?
better, lighter. It's a
yeah.
lot of pee.
I feel refreshed. Gotta stay active. I think I'm gonna like try to do a lot more working out
Yeah, we probably
during
should.
the week.
Not even probably. We
and
should.
just stay on that schedule. At least something.
Just
Pull
like
ups.
push-ups and shit.
Yeah, we have a dumbbell.
Yeah, we got a dumbbell, some
Fuck around with
plates,
that.
2 45-pound
Yeah, we
plates.
did 45-pound plates. We're good.
Yeah.
We're
Need
good to
get a
go. We
barbell.
can easily do some good shit, some car pushes.
Yeah,
so
that's
the
a good
next
one.
hike isn't as draining.
Yeah.
But I was surprised I wasn't sore at all from any of them.
Yeah, I
Hamstrings,
really.
glutes,
Yeah, everything's
quads,
fine.
nothing.
I don't know how.
That
I
doesn't make
wasn't-
any sense. We haven't really been insanely active. We stretch a good amount.
Yeah, that's probably.
And we do some stuff, some like activities, but
They're not really sedentary. They're
Yeah,
mobile.
we're
like,
mobile.
just
We're not,
walking
like-
around.
we're not like, I guess, super athletes. So
No.
I was just surprised we weren't sore at all. We don't walk uphill a lot. I mean, we do. We have stairs in the house, so we're constantly running up and down.
Yeah, so
but,
that's pretty good. Probably.
Yeah, that probably helped us out. But there were, fat chicks in jeans and not just chicks, like fat people in jeans and stuff that were like doing pretty damn good on that first trail, and we were huffing and puffing.
Yeah, it was pretty
I was
funny.
like, God damn, is this how bad the altitude actually affects you?
Yeah, pretty bad.
It is. First
Man.
12 steps, heart is beating fast.
Yup. And there wasn't there one person that walked by us that just smelled terrible.
I smelled
Like,
some.
what the
I
hell?
got the deepest breath of BO I've
during
ever gotten
dinner.
in my life. I felt it. I was like, oh my God, I breathed that in. And this went through my mind. I breathed that BO in. Deep breath. And that is in my lungs. And then from my lungs into my blood.
Yeah, some nasty ass
And
person.
then all around my body.
Mm-hmm.
And probably not to my brain because there's a blood-brain barrier.
Yeah,
so that's
thank
good.
goodness.
I think on a previous episode of the podcast, I was like, why are we drinking all this shit? Why are we eating all this shit? Sprite goes directly to your brain. No. But some of the stuff that we eat definitely goes to
Sugar,
the brain, and it's not good.
probably.
So
Yeah, I
don't
mean-
eat food if you don't want it in your brain.
Yeah, but I just, yeah, I mean, people who stink, I don't.
People who stink you don't like?
It's not. I mean, like they could just change that one thing and they'd probably be fine. Just the
Yeah, it's
smelliness.
not like they can't do anything about it.
Yeah, and apparently there's like this culture of amongst white people of not showering that I didn't know about.
I didn't know about this
I don't
either,
know.
but apparently there's an underlying
Like,
not
don't
showering.
shower?
Like, you're not supposed to shower every day.
Oh,
And it's like, maybe we didn't do that
Oh.
hundreds of years ago,
that's when we
but
stunk.
if you're taking a Saturday shower only,
That is fucking
then
crazy.
I will never go near you.
That is
like,
a thing.
Oh my God.
Shower
let's see.
Saturdays only. Oh my god! 'cause
People not
it's funny thing to add on.
showering. It's like
It's a trend
I don't
now.
know, it's like a Twitter thing.
Disgusting. Yeah, like apparently celebrities, some of them stink really bad. I've heard like I don't know if this is true. I don't know if I heard this about Brad Pitt or not, but he like stinks really fucking bad. But
Brad Pitt stinks.
apparently, but it would be
Maybe
so
if I was a
funny.
celebrity, and so maybe it's a power thing. Like
Yeah, I don't
you're
have to
you're
shower.
that good looking.
Ugh.
You're in
Such
such
a
good shape.
bizarre
You're probably just like, people have to be in my presence anyway. They will fight through. That's that.
Yeah,
see me.
maybe.
Or,
I
like,
see that. Yeah,
Probably. I feel like that's something.
Let's just see how far willing or how willing people are to go. How far they're willing to go to talk to me or approach me if I stink. That's probably
It's
what they're
like-
trying to do.
I gotta
Probably.
find it. It's like Mila Kunis
Oh
and
god.
Ashton Kutcher are like, you don't wash your kids unless they have visible dirt on them.
It's like.
I mean,
what?
you do want your kids to like play around in the dirt and stuff, but
Get clean
uh,
after.
it's important to do that so
Yeah.
they don't eat parasites.
Is this yet another scam that we've been forced to believe to
Showering.
not shower
Um,
or showering? To, like
There you go.
saves money if you don't shower, which is
and,
true.
Like if it's a hot chick too.
Oh my
and
god, that's
she's
like
like,
the
"Nah,
worst.
I don't really believe in showering, and then the boyfriend's like, can you please shower so I don't have to
Ugh.
fucking smell you while
God.
we're doing stuff.
Jesus Christ.
Like,
It's like, oh my god. Yeah, the body builds
Here.
up odors. Just the back of the
She
ears
said,
stinks.
I think people are sort of stuck on how often should I bathe? How often should I clean my hands? But it has more to do with what you've done. I think the question is, when are the appropriate times to bathe or wash your hands? And that's when it gets contaminated.
Which
This
is all the fucking time.
Hold on a sec. That wasn't Mila Kunis talking.
Yeah.
Let me find the ridiculosity of what she said. They talk about, reducing the defense mechanisms against organisms and infections. Don't use that as an excuse to be disgusting.
Yeah, don't quit using that as an excuse to stink. Stink is healthy. It's like, what? People like want to build a musk. It's like, we're not wild animals. Okay, we don't need a musk. We're dominating territory. Like, it is so funny.
So this is like, as kids age, bathing frequency should coincide with how dirty they get, blah, blah, blah. Once they reach school age 5 or 6, they need to bathe at least once or twice a week and bathe in the events of activities where they sweat or get dirty or go into pool or ocean or body of water. So that's like every day.
Yeah, so
every day you sweat.
basically,
Every day you're getting shit on
yeah.
you. You should
So
shower,
you shower
every
every
day.
day?
right
Is
there.
that what they're saying?
And then they're like, when people undergo body change during puberty, then you should shower more. Start those habits of hygiene very early in life with children. I don't understand this.
Well, yeah, what is even going on right now? So these people are like, oh,
Don't
no.
brush your teeth. It's just a hoax from the toothpaste companies.
Yeah, it's like, no, we should clean our mouth. But yeah, I mean, like, literally all they're saying is, oh, I don't. After any arduous activity, I take a shower, or like some sort of thing that warrants taking a shower. It's like, oh, so you shower regularly, like everyone else is what you're saying, basically in hidden coded language.
Yeah, so you're
What
like
the fuck?
beating
This
around the
virtue
bush. You
signaling?
shower every day.
You could be virtuous about a shower. Oh, she'll just spend meaningless time on the reason to take a shower. Just make that a thing. Yeah, we know.
Yeah,
Everyone basically
everyone
knows.
knows that.
I'm sweaty now. Take a shower because I'll stink if I don't. Holy
Some
crap!
people just stink, though.
Damn.
Let's make that the title of this
Because
podcast.
Mila Kunis is an
Some
idiot.
people just stink.
Some people just stink. Or maybe a more instructional sort of title: How to not stink.
How to not stink.
Yes, there you go. Because they're going for instructional videos on YouTube more.
I would just be like, take a shower every single day. We have a couple of decent titles in this one. There was there's a couple from the beginning that we'll have to go back and find.
How to not stink.
How to not stink.
Mm.
That's a great title for a video because people will be like, wow,
This
I
may
have
be
to.
good.
I mean, what if I stink?
Yeah, what if I stink and I don't know it? This is the way not to.
Do you stink and not know it?
Yeah.
Maybe that'll be the clickbait.
That should be like
No,
there's
the
definitely.
description.
Yeah.
Do you stink and not know it? We're here to help.
Yep. The whole podcast is devoted to stink.
All you have to do is take this one preventative measure of showering every day,
Yeah.
and you don't have to worry as much.
Yeah, it's
About
almost
smelling-
as if the solution
yeah.
is there already.
Built in.
Thank you, Mila Kunis, for telling us what to do. It's a good thing. Why
I
do
feel
they
like
think-
it's her. I feel like Ashton Kutcher was like, I'll just do whatever. I'll
Yeah, I
shower
don't
every
care.
day. I don't need to shower if they don't want me to.
He
It's more
seems
time
like
for
that
me.
guy. He's just Ashton
Um,
Kutchery.
Yeah. And
Oh,
that's
he's
a
playing an
nice,
idiot.
I think the outlook that you want to have on life is that of a puppy or that of a dog.
Well,
Similar.
he could be really
when
depressed.
you're,
We don't know that.
Probably, but like I'm not saying he has that all the time, but I think that's an attitude to strive for.
Yeah.
The wonder of a dog. Simple, like the simplicity of I don't know, they just love everything, kind of.
Yep.
Which is cool. I like dogs. This is a 2-hour podcast. We're back to the
Yep.
grind.
Back
This is the
on
Big Chillin
grind.
podcast.
The
Subscribe,
grind.
comment, like,
Grind.
engage in somehow in the Big Chillin community.
Yeah, come on. As little as it is, help it grow.
Yes.
Growing a community, a cult is what
When
we're
a mushroom
manufacturing.
starts, is it like that? It's pretty fucking small. Okay.
Yeah, it's a pretty
So
tiny
there's,
mushroom.
there's my point. Yeah.
Yes. Goodbye.
That is the Big Chillin